you gotta be able to take the loss to win. You know, and at the end of the day, that loss that you take, you still win, no matter what. Because I've had customers that, let's say something happens, boom, like, hey bro, like this happened, like it got dented or whatever, like we're gonna take care of it. Or you want money, we'll give you money, and then or we want a discount or whatever, like not a big deal because shit happens. Yeah. You know, at the end of the day, you know, we're all human. You know, something will happen or something got hit or I didn't see this and it got scratched or whatever. You know, money makes the world go round. Like, there's always a solution to everything. Not everything is just the end of the road.
Yeah. Wait, stop the podcast. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment who I should have next as my guest. Thank you.
What's going on, guys? I'm Jose from Regicide. Make sure you guys lock into the Go Hard podcast. Check it out on YouTube. I'll see you there. Peace.
Welcome back to Go Hard Podcast. I'm your host, Noel. We got my co-host here, Billet.
What's up, y'all? We are here. Compadre, we're going to start introducing with Compadre Tumbado. Compadre Jose. What's up? We're inside, compadre. Introduce yourself, brother, please.
I'm Jose. Jose on TikTok and Regicide SS on IG.
Tell us about, like, what do you think about the podcast? What do you think about the studio?
I like it. You know, like I said, I've said it before, is I like the way that you do your podcast more specifically now because you relate with our community. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you sure you brought some shirts?
I forgot.
I know.
It is what it is, compadre.
My bad.
I forgot. I was rushing. I was still working.
I'm playing.
You know what I'm saying? I forgot to get the shirts and the stickers. We just took off. And,
yeah.
You know, you live far, so.
I know.
That's cool, bro. I'm trying to wait for that special delivery, you know what I'm saying? That little package coming in. So, Tumbado, I'll get you my address. You got his address already, so I expect the next week, you know, todo bien bonito, see, fun and everything.
With the little
signature and everything. Top. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I really like the podcast. And like I said before, that you pretty much now relate a lot with our community, you know, and at first, you know, some of the questions are like a little straightforward.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't understand, you know, most of the truck stuff, you know. But it's good that you ask it because nobody's asking these questions.
Like what?
Like
me getting exposed.
Giveaway stuff. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
Me getting exposed?
I don't know. No, for real. Like what?
Like the giveaway stuff, you know, when you ask people like about their giveaways and, you know, if they made it and if they haven't made it. You know, because people don't show that. You know what I'm saying? On social media, people don't ever say like, "Oh, we made a killing," or "We're losing." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you don't know the struggle behind that. You know.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people, you know, they'll try to do the same thing. You know, they'll try to repeat or monkey see, monkey do, kind of thing. And some will make it and some don't. You know, but it all has to do with like how many people are behind you. Because if you don't have the people behind you, bro,
like a team.
Or
what do you mean?
I'm talking about like the following.
Oh yeah.
You don't have the right following. The giveaways don't work. You know what I'm saying? But
that's true.
It's a very good way of formatting, you know, this introducing to the community, so that people can see and how things play out. You know, like the interviews that you had with Static Dad and all that stuff. Like, like that's, you know, there's some people that don't know that, and then there's some people that do. There's always like 2 or 3, sides to the story.
Yeah.
That's what's good about having a podcast, man. Honestly, just talking and just feeling who you are in general. I feel like people just get closer to you. Stuff like that, you know? But yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, because a lot of people don't know, like, the story behind me, the story behind other people, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And this actually digs into, like, the roots, you know?
So those that don't know you, tell us a little bit about you and your roots. Your background and stuff.
So it all started when I was 4 years old. Pretty much, I've been working since I was 4 years old. I started off with mariachi, you know, and at the time, you know, that, you know, as I grew, I started from 4. I ended that chapter of my life at around 18.
So you wore like the tight pants and the dress up, the ruffles and stuff like that?
Yeah, and looking all nalgón and shit.
Compadre. I know I was going to be... Is it low-key uncomfortable or what?
No, it's actually pretty comfortable because
Really?
the suits are tailored to your.
I'll be seeing
body.
some
Nacho Libre or what?
fat mariachis. Like I feel like they're barely like struggling in, bro.
Okay, so
yeah.
so that is always like, it's true. Like
maybe
you look
just the
like
tailor- yeah.
your shit's about to pop.
Yeah.
You know, but that's because the button up shirts. The button up shirts, you're using them like
Yeah.
every other day. And when you're a mariachi, you don't work. Just certain hours.
Mm-hmm.
You work what you got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's people that struggle too. Like, there's people that go out and play at restaurants for like 10, well, it used to be $10. Now it's probably like $30, $40 a song.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, a lot more now.
Yeah, it's a lot more
Grupo,
because obviously
yeah.
everything's more expensive.
Inflation, crazy.
Yeah, exactly. So because of that, everybody has to make more money. Back then, I used to make $50 an hour. And $50 an hour for one job. Pretty much. And it could be perfect because then you could do like 7 hours and you can make a shitload of money.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can play 1 hour and lose all your day because it takes 1 hour to get ready,
Yeah.
1 hour to go to the job, 1 hour to play there, and then another hour to go home. You already lost 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
They don't have like a minimum they book y'all?
No.
Oh, damn.
I mean, when you're like that, bro, it's like beggars can't be choosers. You know what I'm saying?
Chasing.
Yeah, you got to chase the job.
Yeah.
It's different. Like, you got to just hustle. And that's actually a good point because that taught me, the resilience that I have, like, for working and stuff like that. Knowing how to talk to a customer and knowing how to, produce, like, a good sell.
Yeah.
In other words, because obviously customers got to call you. You got to inform them, book the appointment pretty much, and then go based off their word. You know what I'm saying? And so, if something doesn't pull through or, you can't sit there and get upset,
Yeah. So right after mariachi, bro, what did you do right after that?
So it wasn't that it was right after. I was still working mariachi while I started working on trucks.
Really?
Yeah.
So with music and stuff, how long were you into that then? You said
So from music, that chapter of my life was from 4 years old to 18. But at my middle school years, I already had my truck.
wow.
So in my 6th grade, I had bought the Dodge.
Yeah, that one right.
So the brown Dodge, I bought it. It was stock height. It was still a brand new truck. It was 2002. My cousin's the one that actually bought it, but he couldn't pay it off. So at the time, the trucks were cheap. It's like what's cheap now. It's like 36,000 for the truck.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up paying it in 4 years because all my money was going just towards that.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to worry about bills. Obviously, like
You're a kid and stuff like that.
exactly. I'm still young.
Mm-hmm.
So everything that I would work for would go to that, and then the extra was for me for like whatever, if I wanted to go to the mall or buy shirts or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But at middle school, I had my Dodge. I didn't start working on it till like pretty much like 8th grade, high school, entering. And then that's when I started working on it and started dropping it, and
How'd you drop it though?
at the time, I actually had somebody that dropped it for me. So this is before I started working on it, like before I started working on it myself.
What year was it? What was it that you started dropping in my bed?
I didn't start dropping trucks till like around,
Well, the Ram. Or the Dodge.
I dropped it like it was my 8th grade year. So pretty much like, let's say 2007, 2008.
Oh, damn, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the first time I dropped it, which was like a 2.4. And, it was supposed to be a 2.4, right? Like, wasn't supposed to be so low.
Mm-hmm.
The thing was that the guy that I paid, he did the drop or whatever, but it was like bottoming out. It was hitting. This is before C-notch. This is before all that. This is like parts were not available like how they are now.
So was it like cut springs type deal or?
Yeah, he did cut the springs. He cut the springs, and then he took 2 of these springs out.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So that shit was bottoming out. You know what I'm saying?
It was ghetto before the ghetto, you know?
Yeah, it was ghetto before the ghetto. So it was one of those things that, you do at your freaking backyard,
Yeah.
And so dude didn't charge me much. It was $300 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so we did it. I was happy with it. It made a huge difference compared to where it was at. But I got my ass chewed up by my mom. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. Yeah.
And so, and it wouldn't have been a big deal if it wasn't hitting. But it was hitting hard. So I was hearing it every time.
That's how
Like
Mexican
how?
moms be
Like,
like.
my mom would be like, ya ves, ya bajaste esta pinche troca, fucking hitting, you know what I'm saying?
Well, my mom get mad when I put window 10 on my
I skipped
truck, bro.
school. I skipped school to do it. I skipped
Bro.
school,
Oh,
yeah.
So you were messing
Oh,
with
yeah.
it, bro. You were like, Cabrón, véngate aquí. No,
Yeah, so she didn't find out I skipped school to do it, but I skipped school to do it, you know, because it was a thing that was going to take longer.
She's about to find out.
2 or 3 hours. So I eventually she found out, right?
Yeah.
But I got that done, and it wasn't that, like, if it wasn't for that, I would have never worked on trucks. Because that is what actually drove me to actually start working on my own shit.
So you got the truck, right? And then were you really just interested of like in the truck scene, or you just wanted a truck just in general?
Yeah, I've always been a fanatic of like when I was younger, like my godfather, he would always like take me out to school in the mornings and shit, and he would like peel off, you know, tacuachando shit, you know,
Yeah.
like
Well,
before the tacuache stuff was
before the 22s.
yeah, before 22s, yeah, this is like he had a little Ford, you know, and he would always like quémale, you know what I'm saying? And then he would like, yeah, I got you, and he would you know, he would burn out and shit. And that's what drove me to liking that, you know, because it was fun, you know, it was like cool for me, and so when I got my own truck, you know, I wanted to do those same things, but I've never been a like a
On the palo?
yeah, no, I've never been that person.
Stop lying. I
I mean, I do it on my own time,
yeah.
but like I don't go to like truck meets and do
no.
burnouts and shit like that, you know.
Yeah.
I've always done it, you know, for content, for my own personal stuff, you know. And, you know, to build my community in a certain way and to get, you know, followers. Because, like, for me, it's always been, like, whenever I started growing that mentality of wanting my own shop, I started saying, like, I want people to see what I can do. You know, I want you to be able to, like, be inspired by what I do. So when I built the Dodge, it was like, nobody has a freaking Dodge. You know, I was stuck with the truck because that was the truck that was available to me at the time.
Yeah.
But
It's your first baby.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you fall in love with your first car, you know, your first car and your first truck or whatever. So I still have it.
Yeah, I seen that.
Still have the Dodge.
Damn.
I still have it, and I'm not gonna let go because I eventually want to bring it back, but in a different form. You know, a different monster, which will be later on down the road. Right now, I'm not focused on that too much, but you know, these things just happen like that, bro.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't bring it because I know that purple truck's a daily. Like, I know you had or you just take it to the shop.
Right? No, I used to just take it to the shop. Right now, it's been at the shop and it's been staying there because I have cats at home, like random ass freaking like outside cats, and possums and shit.
Yeah.
They jump on your truck.
They jump on the truck. Yeah. I don't want them to fuck up the paint anymore, you know. So like I just kind of leave it at the shop, so it's not really getting more fucked up by the elements and the car and the vehicles and all the cats and all the shit that is out there.
When you step into the truck scene, like actually dove into it.
Well, I mean,
Besides, you know, the Dodge, having the Dodge and stuff.
so pretty much the Dodge is what got me into the truck scene. At the time, there was not really a big whole ordeal like how it is right now. You know what I'm saying? And back then it was like crews like Devastation, you know, like South Houston
OGs,
people.
yeah.
You know, there was a lot of crews out there.
Like name some of them, if you can remember.
Devastation, Outrageous, Critical, 225
Damn.
Street Low.
You remember?
I was in 225 Street Low back
No
in the
way.
day. Yeah.
You remember what's his name?
OG talk.
Yeah. You know the damn. Remember Alex, the orange extended cab? Called him like Pumpkin.
Yeah, La Pumpkin.
Really?
I know him personally.
Damn. What about Fernando?
Fernando el de la Blue Truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, was one something like they were kind of like related or something, or it was a
Well,
Fernando?
it was Fernando and then his brother. His brother was in it too.
Yeah, I remember La Pumpkin, and I remember Fernando too.
Yeah.
And I used to have. There was another.
What did you
dude-
drive though?
I used to have the Dodge, and there was another guy that was on there that was. Well, the guy that brought me into 225 Street Low, his name was Troy.
By any chance, did you have your Dodge a different color, or it just always been the
It
same?
was always been like a goldish sand color.
Okay.
But it was a different tone. The way it wasn't at the end, it was a whole different paint color, like paint coat, same paint coat, but a different brand. So the color was completely different compared to like a regular Dodge.
You even did like the whole different.
Yeah, I
Okay.
thought
You
you
even
might.
did like a whole different paint on it too, right?
At the area, and yes, when I did the billets, right before I got the billets, the big wheels, I had repainted the whole truck.
Man, we had to run into each other before though. because we used to go to 225, and we used to race like Fernando and La Pumpkin. We're like in a blue extended
Well,
cab.
I wasn't like hanging out with most of those people at the time because I was still young.
Oh, okay.
You know, like I got into the crew and I was still young.
But you would rep 220 light.
Yeah, I had the
yeah.
225 Street Load sticker on my truck on the front windshield. That was one of the biggest things. So,
Yeah.
you know, my brand is actually my brand. The way I focus my stickers was based off of that.
Really?
Tumbado?
Yes. So no, not that.
The 220.
But the way that I set it up. The way that I set it up, because back then, if you think about it, a few years back, nobody was really putting stickers on the front windshield like that, like how I do.
Yeah.
Facts.
Nobody was doing that because it's illegal,
Yeah.
right? So because you get pulled over and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Now, whenever I started doing the Tumbado sticker, you know, my first thought was like, well, I'll put it on the top. But whenever I first did it, was the very first sticker that I made, I put it on Static One's truck when I had just finished building it.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about him too.
Yeah, so whenever I finished building his truck, I put the sticker on the bottom, and it looked good. I was like, hell yeah. I was like, I remember when we used to be on 225 Street Low, that's where the sticker used to be at.
Yeah.
And that's why the cops would always with us, because we had the stickers on the bottom.
And the wiper blade, when you used to wipe it.
Yeah. See, like on,
Now I'm serious.
yeah, on my stickers, they really don't do that, like where they get stuck on it, because I guess you got to use a high quality
Yeah.
vinyl.
Yeah.
But if you use a cheap one, obviously it'll come off, you know?
But they didn't know back then, though, like,
Yeah.
what, they just, like, put a sticker, like, you know.
They'll go to Extremista at the flea market and buy whatever, you know, and put it on.
So back in the day, bro. So when you were in your crew, was it just like very like this is actual real truck crew? Like this is no tacuachana, like everything. It was actually like, was it strict for you guys, or was it just for the boys, or was it channel like taking it serious?
Well, it depends on. I guess it depends on what crew you're talking about, but like whenever it was like 225 Street Low, I was still young, so it was just like more like you go to a couple meetings, hang out, barbecue, whatever.
Yeah. That was chill though back then.
Yeah,
Like
that's it, bro. Like literally, that's it, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing like this, that, or a show, que esto, que lo otro, nada.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
And like people would go out to like see, the thing was that like at the time, 225 Street Low, they used to do they used to go to the truck meets on Sundays.
Yeah.
So we would all ride, when I could, I would ride out with them or whatever. So the people
Slick Willies and stuff.
Yeah, Slick Willies.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Back in the day, Slick Willies, and then you would go to the Best Buy, Circuit City.
Oh wow.
Used to be Circuit City back in the day, right there where the Illis is at. And so
You remember one called Lethal Performance?
yes,
Yeah.
I know some of them from there. Skunk,
Damn, he had a
Ray,
fast truck.
Ray from with the Dodge.
Yeah.
Me and him, like we kind of did the Dodge thing at the same time. Whenever I put the 15s, he had bought 15s as well.
Mm.
So he was getting his truck built by Chassis Fab at the time, and whenever I went to go order billets, Frank from CCA, he had just brought out the intros on 24x15s as well.
Mm.
So whenever that dropped, I ordered those without knowing if they would work.
Yeah.
And Frank had ordered those, and then Ray had ordered his race lines. And the thing was that whenever Chassis Fab helped me cut the rear end at the time, because I wasn't doing that. And whenever he got done with Ray's truck, it was like a little bit after I got done with mine. So we kind of both came out at the same time. But he had 22s, 24s, and his truck was more for racing. And my truck was for racing as well, but not like how his is. Like he's dedicated.
Yeah, yeah.
Ray is like really dedicated to the racing, and he just barely brought out his truck again.
Really?
Yeah, you know Ray? Ray Padilla.
If I see him, I probably know
He
him.
has a Daytona.
Orange?
Daytona, like one of the fastest ones, pretty much in Houston.
Single cab?
Yeah,
Damn,
on
yeah.
big billets. On
Didn't
big
talk about,
billets. So he used to be. Well, I don't know if he's still in Lethal. He's a firefighter, but he aren't.
Oh, he was that tall dude, right?
Yeah,
Built, yeah. I remember him. Yeah, damn. That's crazy.
yeah. I know a lot of people from back in the days. I'm old, bro.
Yeah.
Old.
I'm just here.
Yeah, I'm old.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. It was back then too. Like in you ever went to Baytown and raced over there?
I did a couple of times.
Yeah.
A Dodge, and then I had another truck that I had built at the time. Cause so when I left, whenever 225 Street Low broke up, you know, I just kind of just chilled for a little bit, right? And then there was a time whenever Troy, whenever he left 225 Street Low, he told me to chill with the guys from Critical.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And the guys from Critical was twins. You know, at the time they were like the leaders of the crew.
Mm.
And I was gonna join them, you know, but then I just kind of chilled, and I was doing my own thing. And then I built so my engine went out on the Dodge, which I had a 4.7 at the time.
Yeah.
And I did the Hemi swap by myself, at home. I had a couple friends that kind of guided me to do it.
Damn, that's actually badass though.
So I did the 5.7 swap without knowing shit, bro. Like, just literally taking the engine from another truck, putting it into my truck, and then just kind of figuring out how the harness went and everything.
It wasn't like plug and play or nothing?
It was not plug and play. And there was a couple things that were fucked up, that I didn't know at the time that I know now.
Yeah.
That I could have fixed, by just, dialing in a few wires and changing out a few sensors, that would have made everything work 100%.
You have to learn the hard way.
Yeah, and the engine blew out. The 5.7, I had it for a long time before it actually blew out, and I had a lot of performance parts on it. But it just one day it just woke up and it just wouldn't turn over anymore.
Damn. So you were into performance before you got into show?
So yeah, that was my thing. Is that when I left, whenever 225 Street Low broke up, I was chilling for a good while, and I was doing my own thing, and then I was doing the whole engine stuff on my truck, and I started hanging out with people from Rolling Hard.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So Rolling Hard
with Nino,
yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and what's his name? The guy from the dealer, I forgot his name.
I don't know. Nino knows me though.
Yeah.
Nino.
He was actually one of like the ones that were pretty much like running that crew at the time.
Yeah.
And him and his cousins, they were all like related.
Yeah.
But that dude had the 427. The guy from the dealer that I'm talking about, I forget his name. But me and his son were real cool at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and me and the guy from the dealer were real cool at the time.
I don't know if they told you, but they were at a track. They were at the track one time at the H&P, and it was Nino. He was running the black truck. Remember the black truck here?
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about, the 427.
Oh, okay, yeah. He was running the black truck, and he got into it with some dude, right? And the dude was like looking for him or something like that. And then we're with some guy named but his name was Ricardo. He was like, at the time, he was my dad's buddy. And the guy's like walking up from behind Nino. And then Ricardo's like, hey, that dude's looking for you. And then Ricardo like sucker punched that dude. Boom. And like they got into a fight and stuff like that. But yeah, we were like really cool with Nino though, for real.
Yeah. He sucker punched Nino?
No, he sucker punched the other dude that was looking for Nino.
Beef before the beef.
Yeah.
No vegan.
Yeah. We were like real cool with Nino. He was real cool with my dad too.
Yeah, there was a lot of beef at the time. With a lot of crews,
Oh yeah, for sure.
The racing scene, it brings out like the worst in people sometimes.
They don't like losing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you say you were all performance, and then what made you straight up go drop on 16s?
Hold on. Before you answer that, what do you think is more expensive? Building a truck for performance or building a truck for show?
More expensive in the long run, building a truck for performance.
Why?
Because you're going to spend money no matter what. You're always going to break some shit. No matter how much you spend, you can spend $100,000 on a motor, and you can pop that bitch in a week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to spend it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, It doesn't matter. Like, show, you can do it once, and then you can upgrade, which will be expensive. But building a performance truck is always more expensive.
Yeah.
No matter what. No matter what you say, it's a never-ending freaking money
cycle.
Pit.
Yeah.
Money pit, big time, big money pit. And that's why I kind of got out of that. Because no matter what I did, eventually something was going to fuck up.
Yep.
That's
so
so
true.
My initial theory after that was just like, I want performance. I want it to look good. I want it to defend itself. you know, if need be.
Mm-hmm.
But I also want it to be like out of this world. You know what I'm saying? Like something different. And the biggest thing about me is that I was able to build trucks that were completely different and not spend the bread like somebody coming to me and asking me to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm putting in labor for my own work, you know? And so that's where it led me to the purple truck, you know, because I didn't initially plan to build it how it is now.
No.
So how did you get the truck though? How did you like the GMC? Oh, yeah.
Chevy GMC?
Yeah.
GMC?
There we go. My bad. Chevy GMC. Bro, it's right there too. You have a shirt right there.
Yeah, it's right here.
My bad, brother. Yeah.
So I bought the truck and it was stock.
Yeah.
I bought it from a homie from Galveston. And you know, he just like buys and sells trucks. He's pretty famous on TikTok as well too.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name?
I forgot.
Oh.
He's famous, but
Hey,
censor.
yeah, let's not get into that. Every now and then I'll see him like post stuff, you know. Like I think he's either famous on TikTok or Facebook, one of those, or not Instagram. I don't think Instagram, but he used to have a he was pretty popular at the time because people didn't like him, and I don't know why. The dude's cool as you know?
I wish we knew who you were talking about, but we don't know.
He used to be.
He's just talking. I'm like, I don't know.
He used to be called the Joe Gibbs 408 or some shit like that. And back in the day, you know, he would race and you know, people know him. People know that dude. I just can't remember his name. Like I'm blanking out right now. But
Un vato de Galveston.
yeah, un vato de Galveston. If he's watching, he knows. He knows who he's talking.
You know, you know.
Because he's the one that I bought the truck from.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so you know when
Why they call him Joe Gibbs 4.8?
he used to have a Joe Gibbs.
Yeah, but they come in 5.3s.
Yeah, but he had a 408.
Oh, 408.
408, yeah.
Oh, I
Not
thought you said
4.8.
I thought you said 4.8.
Yeah, he had a 408.
Yeah.
And I think he sold it now. He's got a whole different set of cars and like a freaking truck that chops like crazy.
Yeah.
So, eventually, if I see him, I'll tag you. So that way.
Yeah. I probably know
I
him.
used to hate on that dude, bro. Like, they used to jump him and shit, bro. It was crazy.
Was he just trolling or what? Just
Yeah, I mean.
Was he the guy that went to the track and like was trying to make his truck like real fast and trying to prove a point? And he was like a blue, like a '08 single cab.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I forgot his name, bro.
All right, forget that
I'm
part.
hard with
yeah, like,
Later.
so you got the truck, boom.
Yeah.
You did
so
the same thing.
it was. I mean, like back then, my mentality was like, I buy a truck and the first thing I do is cam the shit out of it.
Oof.
All of my trucks, and I don't do that no more.
What cams did you go with, or like would you go with just Texas Speed?
No, so at the
BTR?
time, Texas Speed wasn't even that big. Like their cams weren't even like a big thing yet.
So you just stuck with comp cams?
We're talking about old stuff. Like
Yeah.
we're still like
BTR wasn't even around.
10 years back. I don't know if BTR was around or not, but I remember that Texas Speed was not a like a big choice of cam. It was like comp cams, you know, and a few other brands that I don't remember exactly, but like Roadkill, you know, at the time there was like Roadkill cam was like one of the freaking like more sought after cams and stuff like that. But mines were all like a custom grind comp cams, and I think there may be like one or two Texas Speed cams that I bought at the time, but more like in the new area, like more 2010, 2011.
Did you ever shop at competition sales? Mm-hmm. A lot before are they still around?
Yeah, they have a store in the south side and the north side, and that was one of the go-to stores at the time. If you wanted to buy like shocks, like right then and there.
Yeah.
Now you can get that anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'll sell them to you. You know, the shops in Pasadena will sell them to you because we have a warehouse that stocks all that stuff, and the dude delivers. You know, and so anything like that you need, like same day, I can get it. You know, back then it didn't used to be like that.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's people don't want to spend $100,000 on parts. You know, like I don't want to spend $100,000 just to stock all that shit and worry about if I can't sell it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's easier for somebody else to do it.
Yeah.
And then even if they make a bigger profit than you would online, I would rather pay more to get the parts that same day versus having to wait.
Yeah.
And my customers do too. You know, so that's why I'm more expensive compared to other people. You know what I'm saying? And it's always been like that because I always see like the way I've set my business is like I would rather you pay me more and not have to cheap out on parts.
Mm.
like higher quality versus cheaper. Like I'm not trying to get you to pay $700 for a drop. I'm trying to get you to pay 2,000, but you don't have to worry about shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like everything that you're gonna get is gonna be expensive and high quality.
Yeah.
And then you're not gonna have to come back every other week because something broke. You know what I'm saying? That's what changed between me working at home versus working as my shop. It just really depended on what I really got attached to. You know, at the end of the day, I got attached more to the step side. And when my Dodge went out, because I had the Dodge and the step side at the same time, still working. So whenever the Dodge blew out, I focused all my money on the step side.
Mm.
And I had the 4-door, the one that I gave away. I had
The cat eye?
the cat eye.
Yeah.
I had a step side, another step side extended cab. I had 3 other trucks. I had the Escalade.
Damn.
I had so many vehicles, bro. It's like it's hard to keep track of all of them. You know what I'm saying? And
You had him at the shop or what? Like,
no, like at home.
oh,
Big driveway, so like most of them would just
yeah.
I feel like your mom would be like, mijo, vendes esas pinches trocas. You know, no.
Well, at that time I was already living by myself
Oh, my
with
bad.
my wife. So like she really didn't care. I mean, obviously I lived next to my parents. Like I have the house next door, and they have their house, and they're just like me, bro. They buy cars and trucks a lo way.
Damn.
For real.
That's how Mexicans are, bro, honestly.
My mom bought a freaking 14-seater van for no reason.
Para invertir. Digo, ponte de taxi tú.
What
de Uber.
The Uber.
A party
Go
bus.
shuttle at the hospital and
The airport.
Bro, at the airport, yeah.
yeah, go shuttle at the airport. Yeah,
Man.
yeah. My mom's like that. I think I get that from them. You know.
The addiction.
Yeah, my mom taught me a lot. Whenever I was younger, like she would teach me the mechanic side. Like she was
Really?
always my mom was always
Really?
fending for herself whenever it came down to that stuff because my dad was always working.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, he would work construction, like he would do carports for a company.
Yeah.
And he was always working either out of town or here or whatever, but like Monday through Saturday. My dad's like freaking like the hardest worker that you've ever meet, bro. Like that dude
A workaholic.
works hasta los pinches domingos, güey.
Damn.
And even now, bro, bad back, and he still freaking like works like he just like that's his thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He can never have a rest day because like that's just
I
him.
feel like if they have a week off, they just want to do something, bro.
Yeah, they, like tienen gusanos en el culo.
Hey, no. Ay, yo no quiero estar en la casa.
Yeah,
Yo estoy harto.
for real, bro. My
Yeah.
dad's like that, bro. He's literally like one of the hardest workers that I've ever met. And so, like, he would work construction, and then he would come back home, go to work mariachi, and work till
Damn.
like 2, 3 in the morning. Wake up at 5, and go back and do it all over again in the sun, bro. Like freaking blazing sun. I had to sit through that. You know, I had to go. Whenever he would go out of town, he would take me with him during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
He would take me with him, bro. I would stay at the motels. You know what I'm saying? Bro, in the sun, like sitting in the truck all fucking day, listening to the radio, and I'd be bored, you know, because he didn't put me at work. You know, obviously I was a little kid. But the only time he ever did that was whenever he still was under contractor.
Mm.
And then the company evolved. It got bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And so the company became like an hourly thing. Like they were forcing all their contract companies, the contract guys, they were forcing them to get into like by the hour. Obviously, like, you know, adding benefits and insurance and all that stuff. So whenever that happened, he couldn't bring it in no more like that. He couldn't take me to work and stuff like that.
When it got more serious, like
When it got more serious, obviously,
makes
because you can't
sense,
take
yeah.
your freaking kid to work, you know, and getting paid by the hour. And sometimes he would still do it, but it was like very rare, you know, because he could get in trouble.
yeah,
And this is before OSHA was like a big thing, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like 8 years old, 10 years old, out in the sun, out of school, pretty much, because that's what they would do is like they would build carports for school, and or like what do they call them? Like the shades or whatever, like
Techos?
yeah, the techos de aluminio.
mm-hmm.
And I would sit there, freaking play, and he would be like, "Hey, pass me this or pass me that," and I would go and help him, you know. And
Mijo, tráete tráete este.
yeah,
Mijo, ¿dónde chingados andas? Tráeteme este, you know.
yeah. Sometimes I would get lost. I would like go and lose myself in the restroom.
Todo cagado.
No, 'cause some of the schools had like outside restrooms with AC at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and I would go and sit there all day, bro, in the AC, and then he would be looking for me. all scared. Yeah, scared because back in the day, no, we had phones like that, like cell
Yeah.
phones.
Yeah.
Had
Shout
my
out.
little Virgin Mobile.
Yeah, shout out to Pops.
Yeah,
Shout out to Pops.
Shout out to Pops.
Shout out to
shout
Pops.
out to Bob.
And my dad's workaholic too, bro. Let's see.
Yeah, so his drive is what drives me now. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever I had my first kid, which was like at 19.
Oh, so you're a dad? Oh,
Yeah, I
real
had 3
shit.
kids.
Yeah, he said his kid and his wife.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. My bad.
I have 3 kids.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah. So whenever I had my first kid, or before I even had him, is when I quit the mariachi.
Mm.
So like around 18, I told my dad, "Hey, I'm making more money on the drop stuff than I'm doing here, so I gotta quit because I can't just leave the shop, which was a house at the time, and had a backyard and had a port like a little techo and everything that he had built for me, and like I told him, I was like, I'm making more money here than I am over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm losing my day here because, and I had a chalan at the time. I had a guy that would like pretty much do everything, which was my godfather's, his brother.
Yeah.
At 19, you said? What you
Yeah.
were doing? At Chalana, 19. Wow.
So I had him doing pretty much like everything that I knew. Like I taught him everything. That dude, like, and he was good, bro. He came from Mexico, and all he knew how to do was do cemento. All he knew how to do was concrete. And so I taught him everything, and bro, he picked it up so quick, bro. I was making money left and right with that dude.
He's still here?
Nice.
Or
He's still here, but he doesn't do what I do anymore. Like, he really likes the concrete stuff, and so he ended up moving on and doing his own thing. He got his little girlfriend, and wife, or whatever now. But we're making a killing.
What year did you start like actually like pushing it hard, like dropping them and stuff like that? What year was that?
I don't know exactly the year, but it was whenever that happened, which was when I was 19. That we started pushing it more. But see, like back then, it was just like post on Craigslist,
Yeah.
post on Facebook, and there was like no Facebook like store or whatever you call it, like the market.
So yeah. So what shops do you remember when you were doing it? Like what shops said like
Drops Are Us,
Yeah.
Mondo's Drop Shop back in the day, Street Side Performance, which is Paco. Shout out to Paco.
yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah, that's my boy. It's the way like he's over there doing his own thing, But
Yeah.
that's where I met Beto, and from On the Gas at the time. I met him, and I met Paco's cousin. I met pretty much like all of those people around my growing roots. You know what I'm saying? Like starting from when I started working out of my house, like for sure, like for real. That's whenever I started going legit. And we started doing drop kits, like ordering stuff online. You know what I'm saying? Like having to order stuff by bulk, and pushing it to like actually doing legit work.
Yeah. So what other shop is that? It? That's all you remember?
That's all I remember at the
Exclusive DTS with it.
They weren't there at the time.
Let me ask, since you know Paco, how did his truck catch on fire?
That was his. I want to say it was his cousin or nephew. I don't remember exactly the full details of that.
Bro, I always wanted to know, and like
you know
I never know. I heard nitrous fire, but I don't know.
It was. I don't know if it was a race or not. I just know it caught fire like on the side of the road.
it's one of the amps.
So I don't
Something
know.
crazy, like just something out of nowhere. Like,
I don't think. I mean, I know it had music and stuff, but that truck was like famous, bro.
Yeah, it was.
His come up was crazy. Paco's come up was real crazy.
I talked about it a little bit, like on the I think 2 podcasts ago. Forgot. I think. Oh no, on that Carlos podcast.
Oh yeah.
I mentioned it. Paco listen, but that was a crazy truck, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it had the street side bump. I mean, it had the street concept bumper in the front, but it was clean. No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
It had the bumper in the front, but it was like one of a kind for real.
So it was that truck that had the same style, and there was a banana one
Yeah.
at the time. Those two were like concept style trucks.
Yeah.
And so he had like the hood and everything. Like he had, Paco's been doing, like, man, that dude was doing it big, like at his time, bro. He was going to SEMA with Eder. I don't know if you guys heard of Eder.
Yeah, I heard of it.
Eder, he used to have the Hummer, the H30.
The one with, yeah.
The one that the setup has now?
Yeah.
Or not the setup, George. George from the setup, what used to be the owner of the setup. So he used to be the one. He used to have the blue H Hummer on 30-inch intros back in the day. Twisted Vistas. Oh, it was
Crazy,
bro.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy build, bro. Crazy build. I think John Chassis Fab was the one that had touched that truck, and they had a full acrylic glass hood that they had built for him,
Damn.
so you can see the whole engine.
That's
He had
crazy.
all the accessories and all that shit, bro. That shit was crazy.
Yeah. They were doing it big for sure.
Yeah, those two trucks, man, they really inspired like a lot of people, bro, to like build trucks like that
Yeah.
at the time. And
My bad, bro. Keep going. No.
I remember like it used to be parked in front of a. They used to park it right in the front,
a Spencer.
and no, in Baytown, like at the track.
Oh yeah,
Paco's what they said, bro. It was like nobody was like messing with that truck at all, and he had one of the first all-wheel drives takeoffs. Like, so when they used to take off, when he used to launch, he used to take off like all-wheel drive, like wham, and then like boom, two-wheel drive kicked in.
yeah. He had
was like-
he had a controller.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
He had a controller where it would like disengage the 4-wheel drive so that it wouldn't slow him down.
It was like what year was it?
It was like a 08.
Yeah, 08, 09 ish.
Yeah.
Wow. He was really into.
Yeah,
He was.
no, bro. That dude
skipping
put in
years,
the
man.
most work, bro. He had a 427 on that.
Yeah,
So
200, 300 shot.
he
Nice.
was out here killing the game on YouTube as well, bro. Like just posting random clips, like de repente, and them shits would blow up.
Remember he raced that one guy with the Camaro,
Oh
the
yeah,
dark skin guy. That was a big one too. That one went kind of viral.
yeah. So
back then,
Beto used to work there at that shop.
really?
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's what I'm telling you. That's how I met Beto.
Oh damn.
Beto used to work with Paco, and they were like pretty much like in colluded with each other.
So Beto was being a mechanic too. Like así trabajaban, más o menos.
I mean, I don't know what he did exactly, but I know he was in that shop.
Yeah, yeah.
And I talked to Beto, and I talked to Paco's cousin at one point, and then I talked to Paco when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? When I was in shit.
Mm-hmm.
Dude was cool as fuck, bro. Like ese güey nunca se portó mal. You know, and then eventually I met up more and more because I used to have friends that used to work right there in that area. It was kind of like those were the initial guys that essentially, when I looked at their trucks, I was like, damn, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And I want to build something like that, and it was a good inspiration for where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? And whenever the whole thing started blowing up, and I started my own shop, which is like I had like a couple roundabouts pretty much. Like I started from home, went to work at a shop, was like teamed up with another shop pretty much.
What's it called?
It used to be called El Taller Motorsports. And the dude, it was like a whole ordeal there. And then they ended up kind of like not being able to pay the rent no more, so they closed down.
Oh damn.
So I bought all the tools from them. So the dude, I bought the tools from Tony, and he hooked me up, and I took the lifts, I took the compressors, all the snap-on toolboxes, and
Damn.
like all the tools pretty much, because he didn't want to deal with that. He didn't want it no more. So
The alignment.
no, the alignment is a whole different story. Yeah, that's more new.
Okay.
But yeah, all the snap-on stuff that I have, or like not the ones that I have now, but like the ones that I had at the time, was pretty much what initially, it helped me build my tool arsenal afterwards.
Yeah, yeah.
So some of one of the lifts that I have at the shop is still one of the lifts from the old shop, from that El Taller Motorsport shop.
And it's still working good.
It still works.
Damn.
I've had to fix up certain things, but it's like that. Those lifts will last forever, bro. And it's a 12,000-pound lift, so it picks up like, full size trucks or whatever.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Bro, knock on wood, bro. Knock on wood, bro. Monta la madera.
Knock on wood.
No
because
sé de qué no te...
we got Marco working at the shop right now, so
Oh, bro.
so hopefully it doesn't fall on him right now.
That would be funny, though. Man, shout out to Mark.
But yeah, there's a lot of videos that you'll see where those trucks will fall off the lifts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
As long as you got the right tools, you'll be alright.
Yeah.
So you finished the performance vibes and stuff like that, all the performance and everything, and then you said you wanted to go with like clean looks and 15s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then, do you still have the Team Billet sticker in the back
On the Dodge?
on the GMC Sorado. Yeah, on your single
the
cab.
purple? Yeah.
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 Tell me the story about that, man. Like, do you remember how did you
Um,
start it? How did you get your store?
the Team Billet,
Yeah.
like, because okay, so I was gonna join Team Billet when I had my Dodge at the time. Okay, and this is actually a pretty cool story because a lot of people don't know the roots from Team Billet.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Talk about it.
Whenever Team Billet started up, it was kind of like in a crazy era. Like there wasn't much going on, but that was like the talk of the town.
Yeah.
Like who the are these guys? Who are all these people that are just like randomly showing up with billets? I had my Dodge on billets already.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, whenever this whole thing started, I was still working out of my house. Okay, so back then, the original leader of Team Billet wasn't Carlos. It was another guy.
Yeah. What was his
And
name?
I don't know his name, but I know he has a shop in Pasadena. They used to call him El Güero or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's big, tall, white complected dude. Doesn't speak like an inch of English, or he might now, but back then he didn't. He didn't really speak English.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
dude is like, like he looks like he would like no. He looks like a gringo, but he's not.
Yeah.
And the dude is like, the reason why he was ousted pretty much, which what I heard at the time when I was gonna join. He was ousted because he wasn't paying attention to the crew no more.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So he was focusing more on like his horses and horse races, which is like one of the biggest downfalls for, that was his downfall is that he would show up, didn't really fuck with the crew like that no more. He didn't have time, you know? So they were bumping him down and he didn't like that. And he just dipped. So
What did he drive?
he used to have a lifted truck.
Okay.
So back then, Team Billet was a mix of big ass lifted trucks and slam trucks.
There was
Yeah.
gasser lifted trucks and stuff like that.
And it wasn't like really like everybody was bagged out at the time. It was more like static and lifted.
Was
And
it-
a few bagged?
Yeah.
It was on. I think almost everybody was like, you had to be 22s and up or 24s and
24s and up, yeah.
yeah,
That was the requirement at the time.
yeah. That's crazy. It's crazy now.
And so I was gonna get in with the Dodge. And at that point, this going back to pretty much like my time. I was working out of Aztecas. So whenever I left that shop, the El Taller Motorsports, I went back home and I started working for my house.
Mm-hmm.
From there on, I got a job that needed some kind of like extra work with Ivan from Aztecas. So now Ivan is now the guy from Fast Monkey Wheels.
Oh damn.
So you ever seen like on the gas videos and they go with him, little skinny dude?
Okay.
He's the one that was the original owner of Aztecas.
Azteca, yeah.
So he was essentially one of the original guys from Team Billet. And recently I saw a video that he made that I guess he was talking about some Astrovan. If you guys go back and look at it, he was talking about some Astrovan and that the guys from the crew were talking smack about the van, which is true. At the time, Team Billet was not a crew that you would just join and expect to be like welcomed very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this goes back to when I tried to join the first time. And at the time, there was a lot of people that were in the crew that hated a lot on the own team members. So whenever it came down to joining, I went to a few meets. And so, it was like, okay, you need to do this to your truck you need to finish this or finish that. And then you can join. And so this was speaking with Ivan and Carlos at the time, which were like pretty much Carlos was like number 2, number 3, somewhere around there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so whenever that came, Carlos was like, yeah, this and this and that, right? He's like, the leader is like over here.
What year was that, mind you?
I'm not good with years, bro.
No.
I'm not good with years, but just think about it like this. This is whenever Carlos was the original, like, turned president pretty much at the time. And so Carlos was like, yeah, like, Carlos always been cool as fuck. Like, ese güey siempre se ha portado bien. He's like, yeah, come to the meets, this and this and that. And then Carlos was like running pretty much things there. Before that guy that got ousted. So like 2 or 3 meets in, it was pretty much like, hey, we got another meet, this and that, boom. And at that meet was like the time when they were gonna kick that dude out.
Damn.
So there was a lot of like controversy.
Yeah.
People like getting mad because they were kicking out, so and so, shit like that. And people talking shit about their own team members and all that. And so, I just kind of chilled. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to just do my own thing, just keep running the shop. And back then, I used to have my shop in front of Aztecas. Because whenever I started working for Aztecas, like started working on his job that he had me do, I started working out of his shop, like instead of working out of my house. Because he was like, mijo, quédate aquí, like just do the jobs here, and then, you hook me up with my shit.
So, let me ask you this: like, whenever they kick them out, do they like scrape the sticker off, or like they just beat them up or something?
No,
I'm playing.
Yeah,
I'm serious. I don't know. How do you kick
No.
how do you kick a president out of the club?
It's just a vote.
Oh, so like, hey, get out or something.
No, it's just like, hey, bro, like you're not paying attention, this and this and that. Like you talk like grown-ups. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you talk like grown men, and you say what you need to say, and
He was cool with it.
obviously nobody's gonna be cool with fucking leaving.
That's what I'm saying. So like, what any like?
But he's just like, well,
Get it what it is.
yeah, and he was getting bumped down, so eventually he just left.
Yeah.
The people in the crew are still cool with him. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like they'll go and help him out. The dude that was the original leader, he has a transmission shop on Southmore, A1 Transmissions.
Okay.
Oh, for real. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was the original. He's the original president of Team Billet. And at the time, that's my information. That's
Yeah.
what I knew.
Yeah.
So whenever he got ousted or whatever happened, he was not president no more, and Carlos became president. And so Carlos been president ever since then. And which, Team Billet was small at the time, but Carlos made it bigger. And he's grown the crew throughout all the states.
Yeah.
Not every single one of them, but he's had to make the decisions of who's the president and who comes in and who doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been in Team Billet for like pretty much years then, honestly.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Damn.
And he knows, I run a business,
Yeah.
and my truck fends for itself. It's not like my truck will fall off or whatever. And the day that it does, we'll do something different.
Mm-hmm.
But, my shit's still popping. And that's really the thing that matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your shit's popping, nothing to worry about.
Bro, you've been
No matter if my shit's static or not. You know what I'm saying?
been viral everywhere, bro. From the burnout that you did with Static Leo event, from like just when we did the music video from DFW,
Yeah.
as well. We got viral on that with all ¿cómo se llama? The SS Clone Orange.
Con
Gamma?
Gamma? Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that, bro. You always gone viral on everything. Just even you just cruising around, something popping on, Even just
The other day I posted on my dead account on TikTok, just like one of the bot accounts that I use like when I'm going live so I can like comment and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I posted one video and that shit already has like 100K views, or it's about to hit 100K.
On TikTok.
Yeah, just one video,
Nice.
just like
Congrats.
that. And so and it was just a freaking clip of my truck going inside the shop.
Bro, it's because it's a unique truck, bro. You see the purple and like just you clowning on them 16 wise, bro. It's like come on, bro. You can't be.
Nah, okay, so
Go ahead.
what I like about it, like you didn't put like the front full HD front end. It looks clean.
There's a reason why I did that.
Why?
Because I didn't want it to like rip up my valence off.
Oh, because how low?
Because I knew I was gonna be low as fuck. I knew I
Yeah.
was gonna just do that
Yeah.
from the very beginning. So initially I could have done the HD front because I do that.
Yeah.
I do that. I do that for a living. People come in, I get it done, and it's done. But I didn't want to do that because I knew that I was gonna go so low that my valence was just gonna get torn apart to shreds if I did that.
Mm.
So I was like thinking ahead and just like leaving it alone. And it even has the original grill that the truck came with.
Oh, nice.
That's
What
the
are you
original.
sitting right now?
That's how the body lines like lines up good and stuff. Looks clean.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know I have aftermarket parts on it, but it's like everything tries to line up as much as possible.
Nice.
Tucking. You said right now you're tucking 6s.
28 by 16 reverse,
Okay.
She.
but I have 6s in the front and
Yeah.
28s in the back.
Yeah. You still tucking though.
Oh yeah, I'm tugging the out of them. Hoes.
Hey, hold up. But I think let's go back a little bit. Talk about the giveaways. Like when you were doing the giveaways, like how hard is it to run a giveaway? Because you know people may think it's easy. Some think it's super hard.
Doing a giveaway is hard. It's not easy. Like you would essentially go in thinking that you're gonna do it and you're gonna make a killing, because obviously that's the mentality you have to start one. But it's not easy. Like unless you have people that are already behind you, the way I see it is like you take 10% of the people that follow you, and then you expect them to buy from you,
Yeah,
right?
that's a good way to put it.
That's the reality of it. That
Yeah.
you're gonna get 10% of those people to buy something from you and support you. Not everybody's gonna support you. So you got 100K, you got 10,000 people buying from you. If you got 200, you got 20% of that. 20%
Yeah, that's a
of
good
those people.
perspective. Yeah.
In some cases, it might work. Some cases, it might not. It depends on how active your pages are, how much you can actually control the market.
How much you push it and stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah, and creating content based off of that it helps, but having the platform, it helps even more.
Yeah.
Because you can have an account with 30,000 followers, and maybe all those 30,000 people will buy from you. But that's not the case. You'll get maybe $300-400, and then you're dead in the water, and then you're. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You gotta
Facts.
push. You gotta push it,
you
bro.
gotta push it. You gotta be able to create content off of that same giveaway, and and have people, help you with that. It doesn't, like for me.
So were they good or did you break even or what?
For me, the way I saw it was like, I'm selling this truck. That's the way I saw it, because I didn't want to get my hopes up. I didn't expect to make $100,000 off that truck. So when I did the giveaway, it was like I either sell the truck or I give it away. So if I sell the truck, I can make 10 at most, because at the time the trucks weren't going for that much. So the most I'll make is like 10 grand, and it's what I put in it. I put in 10 grand, so I'll probably get those 10 grand back. But not including what I paid for the truck. So then at the time, I was like, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna give it away and see what happens. Because obviously I want to grow, and I want that to help me grow. So we started doing the giveaway, and things were looking promising at first, and then it starts to slow down. It's seasonal. Then you do the shows, and you bump up again, because obviously they get to see the product in person
Yeah.
versus like seeing it, in social media.
And what truck was that? What truck was the one you gave away?
It was a purple 4-door.
Okay.
It was it used to be a 5.7 drop, and I picked it up because we put some 22s or 24 Cosmes. I think they were 22s, not 24s. And so the tire was pretty big, so I wanted to pick it up, kind of just give it like that racing kind of like
Vibes.
look,
Yeah.
kind of racing look. And so we did the purple wrap to kind of match the theme of the brand, which is purple. Pretty much everybody goes for the brand because of like the shirts with purple and all that stuff. So kind of gave it that same color, try to match it, and it did good. Like I said, at shows it would do good, and people would like sign their name and stuff like that to kind of get their entries and all that stuff. And some dude in California won it.
Damn.
But let's say it's hard to calculate when you're doing it off of merch, because when you're doing it off of merch, you gotta calculate how much you actually spent on merch versus what you have left over. And then
So you did it off of tickets or what?
no, I did it off of merch.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was hard for me to calculate that. So overall estimate what I got, let's say I made 20 grand off of that giveaway.
but you still got to calculate merch, right?
Calculate merch, calculate what I spent, and let's say I made 10 grand.
Oh.
So you broke even.
I broke even.
Yeah.
Pretty much with what I wanted to sell it for, and what I spent on it is pretty much what I got. You know what I'm saying?
You think it's easier like to scam doing like a ticket raffle than the merch raffle?
I think I don't think anybody wants to scam anybody, but sometimes when people are led to believe that you're gonna get a certain thing and it's rigged, it's easier to rig something like that. The thing is that when you go live and you do like the giveaway stuff, you know, there's no reason to scam. But the only reason that I would see anybody have a reason to scam is if they didn't make any money.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you made 100,000 on a giveaway, what's the whole point of scamming somebody? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I don't understand. But sometimes I could understand like the dude maybe didn't do enough tickets or enough merch, and so he's like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna sell it then," and then think he get away with it. But people are on the internet are crazy, bro.
Yeah.
They'll find out. They'll find out.
So I forgot who I was telling on the podcast, but I was telling like that kind of like low key hurts the truck community, because like the back end of it,
Yeah,
because
people
like,
lose trust.
huh?
People lose trust.
Yeah, they lose trust. Yeah. So like you have all these people that are within the community, and then you have somebody like where to do that pull that stunt, and then it like brings the community down, And most of the community is Hispanics,
Yeah.
So it's kind of messed up too, and
The biggest thing is that when you do something like that, it brings down the whole ego of or like the whole chance of somebody like saying like, oh no, if I buy a ticket, I'm gonna win. And you're right, like it does hurt the chances for other companies that are doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the internet's big, and not everybody follows everybody. You know what I'm saying? So whether you catch the eye of one person or this guy, let's say Ociel already knows he's gonna get scammed, but you don't. So you're gonna get scammed no matter what. You know what I'm saying? If you're getting scammed, if that's the case.
Yep.
But once you know, and people are putting it out there, you're not gonna get any business anymore. You know what I'm saying? Once you fucked up, you fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I really like. Just think about like some certain people that do scam and stuff like that, and they wanna get their income back. Like I feel like it's just difficult to get it back, even though you already did a giveaway. But it's just the fact that, can I make this as a lifestyle? Can I invest on my future in the next 5 years? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When people do that, but yeah, man.
People just take the chance to and the opportunity to take advantage of people. It's not all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not gonna say that every company is scamming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can do a raffle ticket. You can do a raffle creator page. You could do just a merch giveaway. The way I see it is the merch giveaway stuff is harder than it is to do a raffle ticket or a raffle giveaway, because the raffle giveaway, like say, raffle creator, you go on there, you make your own raffle. That thing does everything for you.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to worry about entering the names and all that stuff. The company does everything for you. So we've done a couple of giveaways on that, like free giveaways, like free stuff, and it's simple. It's real easy.
You have to pay like a subscription. It's free. Oh, that's cool.
But you only have a limited amount of numbers that you can use for that.
Okay.
So I think it's like maybe 10 or 15 people can join that raffle.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you can make money off of it, right?
Yeah.
But the idea is not that. The idea is to use the page to kind of just use it and give away free stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so much easier on that page. That's why a lot of big YouTubers, like my homeboy Corey, he changed over to doing giveaways on the raffle creator page. He's the one that put me onto that game. And Corey's big. That dude has millions of followers.
Mm-hmm.
How do you make Corey, bro?
He hit me up.
Yeah.
He called me because he needed help with his car. He had a blue car that I think he gave away, and he kept having problems with the dry shaft on that car. It kept blowing out. He had like the dry shaft fall like 4 times.
Damn.
And so people would see that because obviously he's big on YouTube, And people would see that, and then they hit him up, and they message him and be like, hit him up, hit him up, hit him up. And I didn't know who the dude was. And he calls me out of the blue. And then, I treat him like every other customer. Like, hey, what's up? Yeah, man, I got this, that. Like, I got this happening. I was like, okay, all right, we'll take it to the shop. I'll take care of it. I don't discriminate nobody, bro. Like, it don't matter if you're white, black, Mexican. I don't care how you sound on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
You need help, I'm going to help you. You know what I'm saying? And so he's like, yeah, bro. He's like, I'll hit you up. I'll get your address. And then he sends me a picture of his Instagram. And, it's not the first time somebody has done that because obviously they have fame. But
they'll be like, all right, cool, bro.
He's like, this is me.
He's like, all right, cool, bro. Can you still come in the shop real quick?
Yeah. He's like, this is me, right? So he sends me the picture of his IG, and you can see right there, it's like, I got a million followers.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, okay, cool. I was like, I'll see you at the shop, like I'll see you at the shop in a little bit or whatever. And he's like, okay, cool. And so he pulls up, dude's cool as right? I treat that dude like every other customer.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter if you got 1 million followers or 500. You know what I'm saying? So I treat everybody good, and I start talking to him. He starts putting me on, and he starts like, hey, this, that. And so that drives me to do my YouTube. So I start doing YouTube, stuff like that, and so we become friends. And from time to time, he'll need something, and he'll come to the shop, and I'll put his ass to work. For real.
Hey, man, you want any content? Come over here, brother.
Bro, yeah, for real, bro.
So,
Like, cause I want you to learn from what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to be able to, like, if I can't help you, and you're broken down, like, fix that shit yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool though. That's content though, bro.
Cause I could see that he wanted to learn. That,
Oh, okay, got
like,
you.
he's like, man, I wanna see what's going on, and so I'm like, okay, well, come on, put your hand in there, shove that shock in. You know what I'm saying?
So you say
Compress that shit.
that he helped you out, like in social media wise?
Yeah, I mean, if he reshares my shit,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
helps me regardless.
Yeah.
And then he posts me on his YouTube working on his shit, and people follow me from him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it grows my channel, and it helps him out as well.
Yeah.
And so, man, he's cool, bro. Like, that dude, he's real humble. Like, he don't act like he's famous. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some people that do act like shit, but it's just how people are. Sometimes you'll let the fame get to your head, and sometimes you don't.
I was gonna talk about like, Blio's. Like, he was your neighbor at one point. I don't want to say his name, but you know what I'm saying. Whatever happened to that? Like, how was that? Because I know you had
So, according to how I met Leo, so I had met Leo before, and I didn't even know it. So this happened in the time when I was working on some other customer's truck, and he was a friend of Leo's, right? So Leo was not famous or anything yet at the time, and so Leo came in. He was like a little kid, being like little bro, like little tacuachillo,
Yeah.
at the time, because that's how I met him.
Mm-hmm.
So I just figured it was another guy, another one of his friends or whatever. And so, I didn't think anything of it. But Leo brought that up. He's like, whenever he started coming around was whenever he was trying to move shops from he had a shop at the time with his dad in front of a powder coater place.
Mm-hmm.
Texas powder coaters. I don't know what that name is, but yeah. So he had a shop right there, and he was with some mechanic, and I kind of think they wanted to get away from that mechanic. They didn't want to be like sharing shops anymore, especially because they had trucks and they couldn't put them in there. They had a small shop, and so he started coming around more and more often. I don't remember exactly how that played out, but I remember that he would show up to the shop like randomly. He's like, I'll be back tomorrow. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it was cool because obviously at the time, whenever that was happening, he was already pretty famous. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, got you.
So he knew Corey would come around, stuff like that. And so whenever he started coming around, I told him, I was like, hey, wait, like, why don't you get the shop next door? That bitch is empty. And so he was like, for real? I was like, yeah. I was like, go look at it. And so at that time, we had already shot that Esteban Gabriel video.
Oh, yeah.
So Tirando Nache was there
Yeah.
next door. And I broke into that shop. I didn't break into it, but I had the keys.
You're like, I just needed it for a night, all right?
Yeah. But we used that shop without the owner knowing. Like, I had the keys for that place. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I needed to go in that shop. Because back then, at the time, we didn't have a restroom of our own at our shop. So we had to go to that restroom. And so Aces had just moved out of that place not too long ago.
Oh, damn.
So it was empty. And whenever I started shooting videos with Bo Bundy, I met Barf. Because I hit Bo Bundy up the first time. And then I told him, I was like, hey, bro, like, whenever you need a truck, just let me know, bro. I got you. Like, you know, I got people that I know and shit. Like, we'll pull up. He's like, all right, bet. He's like, I got a music video next weekend. And so we pulled up, right? And I met Barf. We did that. He did that Jenny song. I don't remember what it was.
Jenny 69?
Nah, bro. Come on, bro.
No, but
He did the Jenny song, and then it was at like some gas station and like some like neighborhood. He did it with some other rapper. And so, and the only reason why I hit up Bo Bundy was because whenever I saw that he was making videos with Barf, some of the trucks that were on there, like, they were just like the weekend tacuache meat. You know what I'm saying? So if you want something high quality, you know, like, hit me up, you know?
Yeah.
He was like, bad. He was grateful, you know, like, let's do it. And so I was happy to go. You know, we did it. Boom, that opened the door. And Barf hit me up. Like, that same day he told me, he's like, hey, I got somebody else that wants to do a music video. He's like, I'll hit you up. And so from there on, me and Barf were like, you know, hitting each other up all the time. And so I told him, like, hey, when we going to do the video? And so he was like, oh, I'm going to tell Esteban. And I didn't know who Esteban was at the time.
damn,
Like,
that's crazy.
I didn't even know his music. You know, I had heard it, but I didn't know who he was. You know, and I had heard it because I know that On the Gas, which was HPT guys before, they were like really into him. You know, they were like inviting him to the On the Gas shows, like the Baytown track. And he was doing like, you know, whatever, right?
Performing and stuff.
Well, no, they were, performing, exactly. So, but it wasn't like a performance. It was just like, you know, on the side because he was still young. He was still, like, you know.
Did they have like a record deal with them, but On the Gas or no? At one point or no?
No.
Because I remember there was a kid también that they On the Gas used to promote him too. Y también like one of the rappers as well.
I'm making up stories, though.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I'm just saying.
Those people are just,
Yeah.
I guess, like people that do music for them, you know. But you know, I mean, it's like anything. You can buy a corrido.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you could just pay whatever, and then like El Seis or whatever, and the other dude, the brown dude, I forgot his name. The dude's Spanish, but when I know that Según there was one song that was for them, but I'm not sure if that's true or not. That they buried what's his name to that song too. Whenever Jonathan passed away, and Lawrence, Jonathan was like, you know, really into Esteban because he liked his music, you know. So whenever they did Tirando Lache, it was supposed to be just me and Huevo, which is, you know, Blue Step Side.
Yeah.
On that same video.
Yeah.
So out of the nowhere, Esteban tells me like, oh, on Beto's coming too. I was like, all right, bet. That's cool. We'll do all three. Boom. And so Beto was there. So I don't know if you guys ever seen the videos, like they made, you know, us like cruising left to right.
The behind the scenes?
Yeah, the behind the scenes stuff, and like some of those videos went viral, you know, because it was all three of us stacked up, you know, because that's when we were leaving, or when we had just pulled up.
Yeah.
And so, like, that was the first time that I ever heard Esteban's music. Was that day, and I didn't know what song he was talking about. Nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like the vibe.
I met him a few days before when he went to look at the location, and I opened it up and everything. He's like, man, that's cool. He's like, man, it's a good spot. And so he was like, let's do it. He's like, how much? I was like, nothing, bro. For real.
Just an IG ad. That's all I need.
Nah, I was like, nothing. And that's nothing from nobody, bro. Like, like I go to those videos and I don't ask for shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't sit there and use my fame or my truck to take advantage of people.
Yeah,
It's a good time, honestly. It looked like it. It looked like a good time.
Yeah, I mean, it was chill, you know.
Right, yeah.
And so, like we do those things, and there's some people that'll charge you to like get
Yeah.
low riders out there and shit like that. Like, I don't do that. Like, that don't make no sense to me. Like, I'm gonna get the clout from just this alone, and I don't think about it that way. But eventually that's what happens.
Yeah.
That's what happens. So, we did it, and boom, it blew up. That thing fucking blew up.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
That thing blew up, bro. It was crazy.
Yeah,
And
it was.
people, like, it's been to the point where people think that purple truck is Esteban's. Bro, they're like, this is Esteban's truck?
It went with the song though, like good, because the colors and everything. It was like,
The vibe.
Yeah.
It was purple. Even though those other two trucks were there.
yeah.
Not even that, bro. You got viral on a music video twice. El Deporte Diferente también.
That was an accident. That wasn't, I wasn't even supposed to be on that
Really?
video, no.
Oh, man. What?
That one was actually, so I'm guessing whenever they were going to do that video, so Puerto Diferente is from Dallas.
Yeah.
Right? So we're in Houston. And obviously I'm not going to drive my shit over there. You know? But the thing is that Barf, since he knew me, he knew Static Leo. He knew who Static Leo was. So he was like, hey, can you tell Static Leo if he wants to have that red truck on the show? And so I was like, okay, I'll tell him. Boom. So we did that. I told him, and then we were supposed to meet up somewhere. I don't remember where it was, but he pulled up, and then Leo was like, let's go. I was like, for real? I wasn't supposed to go. But he was like, let's go, fool. He's like, so we can both be in it. I was like, all right, f- it. And so, boom, I ended up on that video too.
Yeah.
So, Barf, he was including us in that scene. He was trying to focus because our community's big, bro.
Yeah.
We inspire a lot of people, kids, girls,
That's a
boys,
good add-on.
men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we inspire a lot of people.
Facts. Yeah.
And so, like, when you build a music video around that, like, people tend to go for that. People tend to like that shit more. And it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy because you can have like a weak ass music video with nothing, and you'll be okay.
Córtale la verga. Están matando aquí la verga. No te creas. No, güey.
But you can have a music video with just like random shots,
Yeah.
of some females, and yeah, it'll get attention if the music video is big enough. But if you want to start from nothing, trucks is like a good way to attract people. Like
Clean trucks.
clean trucks.
Clean trucks.
You can have
No Lego trucks.
you can have big trucks on there, but I mean, like, really, who's there to judge besides Mr. Ocielo?
I know, right?
Welcome to Go Hard Podcast. But honestly, dude, I mean, just the fact that the truck got viral and stuff, and then like you and Leo were friends. So I don't know if you still guys are friends. He helped you out, like hey, let's go pull up to this video and stuff like that. So pretty much that truck that you had was always just viral on anything. Just even you just wanted to go like when you met Barf. I feel like you met him when like he was about to be on his peak. Because I feel like what everything he did was like, oh, well, I'm going to do something with it. I'm going to edit it something. I'm going to do something with the video and stuff like that. So I felt like you were in the, like, how do I say this? Like you were, when they were about to be on top, you were going to be with them. You know what I'm saying? You make their work go viral. That's what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying?
In a way,
yeah.
in a way, because it was different. It
Yeah.
wasn't just like a random music video anymore. Whatever they were making as far as like music was giving it that extra pump. Because now there's a truck included, and the truck that people have never seen.
Yeah.
Because people can see me on social media, but it's like I've told you before, not everybody knows me. Not everybody knows the truck, and eventually they'll see it on somewhere, and then they'll be like, oh, what the fuck? Like, I've never seen something like that. And so they'll trip out, and then obviously it becomes viral.
When they see the video, they're gonna see you and the truck now.
Well, yeah.
I mean, the truck's on your stomach, but
Hey, bro, why you looking at his stomach, dog? What's going on, guys?
Hey, bro, it's
It ain't a show like
me
that.
out, bro.
I've been checking you out since you got here. Oh,
Chill.
hey, talk. Okay, so let's get into the shop. Let's talk about how'd you come up with the name Regicide.
So the actual word Regicide, I got it from Halo, back in my gaming days.
Gamer tag?
Xbox Halo.
Not my gamer tag, an actual game mode called Regicide. Back in the day,
What was it?
it was a game that you would.
Well, no, I know Halo, but what do you play in that like It was it a?
It was
CB?
like a Kill the King.
Oh, okay.
Kill the King.
Okay.
So
You played Xbox too?
Well, hell yeah, boy.
So Halo, like they brought 2 game modes at the time that were like missed, like one of those updates pretty much, and it used to be called Oddball
Yeah.
and
King of the-
Regicide.
Okay.
Not King of the Hill.
Not King of the-
Hill was different.
Okay.
And so Regicide was like, you know, like I looked it up because I didn't even know what the definition was at the time.
Yeah.
So
So what is the definition?
it's taking part in killing the king.
Right. I think you need to owe some money to Halo to 343 now. Oh, you know what? No, Bungie, you're good. Bungie's out.
Yeah, Bungie's out.
Nah, so you're good.
They're over there playing Destiny and shit.
Oh man, that's another story.
So yeah, pretty much the name came from there. The definition was what inspired me to use it as like the shop, because a lot of people don't know what it means. So when they look it up, they're like, "What the f-? Like that's crazy, bro."
That's a
Like,
good mean.
fucking
Yeah.
like, crazy how like you like it's not in everybody's vocabulary.
Yeah,
pretty much.
exactly. Yeah.
So not everybody's gonna be like Regicide, you know. So it actually brings out like some sort of interest in some people, not everybody, you know. But like when people actually look it up and see the definition of it, they're like, "What the?"
Bro, can I be honest, bro? Like, there was one point that, like, Tacuaches just wanted your sticker, but they didn't have no jale, bro.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I just saw Regicide. Everybody had it in the mamas, brother. Were you just giving them for free or were you just selling them?
No, that was actually a raffle.
Really?
Yeah, there was at one point where I was doing raffle. This is like before giveaways, bro.
I even took one. I was like, bro, I don't even know this guy.
Bro, there was at one point where we were doing raffles, and we were doing raffles for like, or giveaways for like a C notch or like a step notch, and this is back in the day, bro. And we're doing away like giving away step notches, and because like them
Bro,
shits were coming in like fucking.
Compadre was the first person to do raffles and giveaways
Yeah, so we were doing
in Houston.
We were doing giveaways on step notches and C notches, and but it was like, okay, $5. Like the sticker is $10, you know, like, right? The sticker, like, let's say the sticker's $10, but I was paying $5 for the sticker, you know, so it's $5 cut for me, you know. So and I was like, come get your freaking whatever, right? And at the time, I didn't even have like my own receipts or anything, but it was like, or like even like raffle tickets. We're using like the fucking receipts from Walmart, bro.
Oh my god.
Like we were getting like a book from Walmart and then using that as like, here, you know,
Yeah.
this is your entry, right? And then we'll type in that number. We'll pull the number from the receipt, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll put it into a box, and then boom, we did it. And we were so generous with that shit, like.
You're like, let me go give him some
For
extra.
real, bro. Okay, so like, no, like, so we ended up doing, so we were doing like the giveaways on Facebook, right? And then one dude got the underbed notch. We were supposed to just do one or the other. So one dude got the underbed notch, and then I gave away the C notch for free. So I gave away 2 C notches. You know what I'm saying? An underbed notch and a C notch. And it was just like, because at the time I was making so much money, I didn't give a. You know, like I was just like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Like all these things are just coming in like hotcakes. I had underbend notches for days, bro. I had that shit set up like 10, 15. And at the time, metal was cheap.
Yeah.
Right now, I can't do shit. I couldn't do shit like that because it's expensive, you know?
Yeah.
Unless I do like a raffle for like $30 a pop, you know, and then, you know, number it. But you can't do that now, like compared like how you used to be able to do it.
Man, so Regicide. So what about the purple? Just your favorite color?
No.
No.
My favorite color is red.
Red. So what made you put Regicide and then purple? Like, and then the purple truck, like.
This design,
Yeah.
like the purple truck came from the idea that everybody loved one picture that I posted on my Facebook. Because back then I used to grow my Facebook like crazy before Instagram. And I used to have a Facebook page, which is the Regicide page, which I post on there now more often now than I do on any other times. But that page had 13,000 followers. At the time, that was a lot. Because
A lot, bro.
at the time, that was a lot because this is before IG. This is before, like, any of that.
Yeah.
And so those were all, like, customers. Like, those were legit customers that were following me. So people coming in from Google, following me on Facebook. Facebook transferred me to Google and, like, you know, helping each other out.
Mm-hmm.
So customers were coming in from there. And, all that work that I was coming in from, like that I was getting, was from there, at the time. You know, so like everybody that followed that page literally like helped me grow, and then we transferred over to IG, and then we started growing that. But I mean, IG, I didn't grow. I didn't grow fast on IG. That shit took a long time.
Yeah.
A long time. Right now we're about to hit 50K. I think we're 49.9K.
Congrats.
Padre. Clowning.
And
Cashing down.
it grew fast. Like after, like it grew slow because I was like stuck at 2,500 followers for like the longest.
You just gotta be
The,
posting
like
crazy.
the longest, bro. Like I was stuck on that shit for like the longest.
Was it
And
just
then
the lack of like posting, or just it was just?
I was just posting pictures. You know, the same work I would post on Facebook, I would post there.
It gets yeah.
And so right now, you go on Google and you search my name, 5-star reviews.
Nice.
Like 5-star.
So you ran like ads on Google to switch. You never ran ads on Google?
Never.
Damn.
Never. And I have like, sometimes I'll go on there and I have like 100,000 views on my Google account.
Damn.
It's crazy, bro.
That's crazy. No ads,
You
though?
want to put ads?
No ads.
That's crazy, though.
You want to put ads now or not?
I don't. Honestly, I don't. Because like, so like Google has this whole thing where you start putting ads and other companies will call you, kid. They want you to like do it through them. And I hate that. I hate when freaking bots call me.
Yeah.
Or people trying to sell me some shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I'm a better salesman. I can get you to, you know.
So you always were into social media. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what pretty much, like I said, when I broke the internet with the Dodge, I saw my calling and I took
My
it.
potential.
Potential. So, my bad, brother. So you said you started brand Regicide. That was your shop, and then what happened to like what made you start Tumbado? Because also the Tumbado brand was also very popular. Because you literally see it in social media. Like, have you it in your shirt? Sexy ass. I mean, your shirt, says Tumbado, and that's what everybody wanted. It. They wanted like the bottom of the window. So
Yeah.
what made you start it, bro?
So, just like seeing everybody else succeed, like with
You did it in July 3rd, brother. The day before July 4th.
seeing everybody
It's all good.
succeed in that area.
Got some
like,
background noises and stuff.
Yeah.
Seeing everybody succeed in that area was what drove me to building that brand. You know, and it wasn't a thing that I did overnight. It was a thing that I had been searching for months and finding the right idea and then coming out with it. Like,
Tumbado?
You took your time with it.
I took my time with it because there was no idea yet. Just the idea that I wanted something like that. Something like Swallow Mob.
Oh, got you.
Something like Static, something that people could relate to. And essentially buy my brand. You know? Like that's what I wanted. I wanted to popularize it. And it wasn't just a thing that I just came up with out of nowhere, but it was a thing that was so spontaneous that it hit right away.
It's catchy, yeah.
Because I had the right font and I had the right word.
Yeah.
Did you keep going? Because I have a lot of things in my head. I was like, for Tumbado, did you say when you meant that word? Was it because of corridos tumbados, or was it just?
It wasn't like, it was just like the way I can explain it to you is like, I sat there on my computer every night without having something to do, essentially creating a way to continue that business. Pretty much like my goal has always been to make money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always want to be, I want to be able to like not worry about having to work, you know, like every day, which is, I love what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the shop. I love what I do. I love like working there, but I don't want to sit there and work every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to have to wake up at 9 in the morning and go to work and work all day and be drained by it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, for me, my job is more like a hobby than anything. And it comes with money, which is
A
good.
plus, yeah.
It's a plus. But I also wanted to make revenue off of something that doesn't necessarily need me. You You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to be able to like create money without actually needing for me to work for it.
Gotcha.
So all it took was just going through the font.com, whatever it's called, typing in words and then just seeing what looked good. The night that I actually decided to use that same font and Tumbado together was the day that I saw it and I said, "Damn, that looks fucking sick." I would put that shit on my truck
Boom.
and boom, it fucking hit. And I sent it to my homeboy. And I didn't even know how to fucking show it to him. But I took a screenshot of the fucking computer, bro.
Bro, I'm sorry, bro. I could just imagine you just, with your boxers, be like, man, perfect, bro. Paz, compadre, mira esta pinche madre. ¿Te gusta sí o no?
Yeah,
And
bro.
boom.
Dead ass. It was
Dead
like,
ass?
It was dead ass like that, bro.
Compadre had Cheeto crumbs in his fingers. You know? Yeah, W, bro, W.
My keyboard all sticky and shit.
What about, brother?
But for real, I was like, man, that looks fucking sick, bro. Like I would rock that shit on my truck. So first thing I did was I made 2 stickers. I sent it off to my homeboy, and I told him, hey, I want this made. He's like, where the did you get that from? You know?
From me, boy.
And so I was like, I told him like what to do, like how to take that. I was like, go get the font from this page. So he downloaded the font, did what he had to do. He made that into a sticker, and then he was like, how big you want it? I was like, well, shit, how big are the windshield stickers? And so he was like, well, like you want it to be like stretch or what? And I was like, nah, bro, I just want it to be like big, but like not too fucking big.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was like, all right, bet. And so he showed me like a little truck that he has, like a little design or whatever. And
Mock-up?
Yeah, a little mock-up truck.
Yeah.
And he was like, look, this is what it's going to look like. But he showed it to me on top. I was like, man, that looks like shit.
Put it in the bottom so you don't know.
Yeah, I was like, put it on the bottom. Let's see what it looks like. And he put it, and I'm like, oh, fuck, that looks sick, bro.
Yeah.
And so it was around 2019 that I first initially made the stickers. 2019 December. Because that day was the day that I made the stickers. We had that toy drive.
Yeah.
And so that day I pulled up with the Static One's truck to the toy drive with that sticker.
Are you and Static One like related or like how's it work? Just you guys are
He's
friends?
just a customer.
Oh, okay.
So Static One, whenever he came in, he just came in for a sunroof.
Okay.
With this brown truck. It used to be brown.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like right around the time where Jonathan died.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because he had just bought the front end from Jonathan's truck.
Crazy.
So he bought the front end from Jonathan. He got the truck done at Lojo's shop. And so whenever he left Lojo's shop, he came for the sunroof. And then when he got to my shop, he's like, I want to redo the whole suspension. I want to do it like yours. But it wasn't like that at first. It was just like a series of like, hey, I want your wheels. Hey, I want this. I want that. And so I was like, okay, it.
Take for everything from me, though. Te vendo la troca si quieres, no?
So we started building his truck based off of my truck. You know?
Yeah.
Like I sold him my wheels, and then he's like, let's do everything just like yours.
I really thought y'all were related at one point.
No, a lot of people say that because we kind of look alike. Well, not no more with my curly hair, but.
So is Tumbado 100% yours, or you guys have like?
So the trademark is owned by trademark Tumbado is owned by a guy in California, which is he already owned it.
Did you find that out after you made the stickers and everything?
I found out whenever I was trying to do a trademark on my own.
Oh yeah.
But I already had what you call a DBA or like the state protecting me from being able to use it as a business. Okay.
Yeah, but you still need the trademark though.
You still need the trademark to use his name in the same genre.
Yeah.
Right. So
let me ask you this: when you try to trademark it, do you put it like? Did you? Because I've done a trademark and it takes months, like 9 months or a year. Did you try to put it like for shirts, for like decals and stuff like that?
So when I actually did do the trademark, it was paper goods. Paper goods, because I was doing the trademark for decals and for the air fresheners.
Oh.
So when I actually went through the trademark process, I had to do it as paper goods because I couldn't do it for shirts. I couldn't do it for clothing or anything like that because he has the trademark. And we actually got in contact with each other already. So I got permission from that guy to be able to sell Tumbado without an issue.
What does he use it for?
He uses it to sell lowrider clothing. He's in California. He sells like Tumbado swag, like bandanas.
And they say
shirts.
Tumbado?
It says Tumbado, but his stuff is like all like cholo lowrider.
Different font and everything.
Different.
Yeah, a whole different font. Like we talked about it. Like whenever he called me,
Yeah.
he was like, "Hey man, like you using my name, this and this and that, right?" I was like, "Hey bro."
Was he heated or what?
Sort of, a little bit. Like at first, like it seemed like he was reclamando, but you know, it's like I said, I know how to work people, bro.
Yeah.
I know how to work them like really good. And so I was like, "Hey, like I didn't say like calm down or anything like that. Like, it's just you gotta have a certain finesse for that."
He was like, "What's up, Vato? What you doing with my logo, cuz?"
Nah,
Yo, wait.
nah, but he was like, "Yeah, bro, like, hey, you know, like, this and this and that, right?" And so he found me through IG, and he hit me up. He's like, "Call me," and I called him. Like, I don't, you know, I don't get scared from nobody. Like,
Yeah.
I talked to that fool, and so he hit me up, and he was like, he's like, "Hey, yeah, I'm Tumbado's trademark, this and this and that." I'm like, "Yeah, bro, but I don't do what you do. Like, if you look at my shirts and you look at my stickers, like, I don't sell nothing compared to what you do." And I was like, "And I don't use your font. I don't use none of that stuff."
It's not a copy and paste.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, "What we do is completely different, bro. Like I have a DBA and everything, but I was like, I'm not using this as to try to steal your business or anything like that. I was like, your customers are yours. The whole truck scene, like that's a whole different story." And he was like, "Oh, okay." Like at the end of the day, like bro, quedó contento. Like the dude was like, "All right, bro, like no big deal, bro. You can use it. This and this and that."
So it wasn't no signatures or anything that you'll be okay to using it though?
No, you don't need that as long as you get approval from the guy. You know, and
As long as they don't try to sue you, pretty much.
yeah, I mean, there's got to be a letter first
Yeah.
before any kind of legal action can be made.
Yeah.
So he has to notify me officially, like, "Hey, you can't use this," and then boom.
Well,
But that wasn't the case because, you know, we became cool with each other by the end of that call.
They-
It only took 10 minutes, bro, and I was like,
2 different states too, man. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
It only took 10 minutes and we were cool. You know what I'm saying? That's how you're able to know when you like you can spit it, you know?
Yeah.
So, that's just that's
Spit it and swallow it, baby. My bad, brother.
That's how you say it, bro.
Yeah, no,
you
he's
know,
straight.
Like you got to be able to like you know talk right to people, you
Yeah,
know,
exactly,
and
yeah.
treat them with respect. And I respect the dude because he fucking had the idea first, and it was like what are you gonna do? Sue in Rancho Humilde
Yeah.
for using the word tumbado? Like no, you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like you can. You can't because they're not really doing what you do. It's a whole different ball game, the whole different story, whole different logo. Now I can take that because I have the paper goods one.
Oh, so you trademarked for
Yeah,
paper goods.
For paper goods.
And he trademarked for like clothing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can.
It's
I
like
can,
different sections you have to do.
Yeah, I can take legal action if somebody is stealing my idea and trying to use it.
Yeah.
May I do it? Maybe.
You guys have the same font? Los corridos tumbados or no?
No,
Rancho-
hell no.
No.
Rancho Humilde is a whole different story.
Well, yeah. But like corridos tumbados. I know they had like a
No.
font. No.
Tumbado, actually, Rancho Humilde has a trademark too for Tumbado, but they have it under
Not paper goods.
commercial something promotion or some shit like that. Like they use it for like their shows and stuff like that, so they're good.
Yeah.
Like, they're not gonna get sued or anything like that.
It's a genre as well.
Yeah, it's a genre. Yeah, like a
a whole-
music, whatever, entertainment.
Yeah.
So they have that trademark. So, but the logo is completely different. And there's some that there's been cases where I have people and I see people selling my stickers, and I'll have to like shut them down.
Really?
Some people take it good.
Yeah.
Like you go and like destroy the tin or something, or what?
Damn, buddy.
Most of the
No,
time,
this-
it's like not
yeah.
like in person. Like here locally, you don't see that, but like you see it like on social media, and I'll be like, "Hey, I'm the owner of this brand or whatever." Like, you know, you
Eso es legal. Eso es legal.
you can't really, you know, try to just sell my product or whatever. And some people will be cool and they'll be like, "Okay, my bad. Like I didn't take." And then some people will kind of retaliate and then they'll be like, "Bro, I didn't know you can take a word and a sticker and
Yeah, it's called trademark.
and then own it." I'm like, "Yeah, You can, you know, like you can. I might not be able to trademark the word tumbado, but I can trademark the way you do it and the way you sell it.
Yeah.
Like, and you're selling my sticker.
Yeah.
You know, get some bread out of that too, though.
Because they'll sell on the gas. They'll sell swallow mob. They'll sell meat.
Just paper.
Yeah.
They'll sell all that shit.
know.
Man. You can see a lot of boo. Bro, I can tell when people are using fake ass tumbado stickers.
They're all stressed out and.
I appreciate that you're supporting my brand in a way, or like, you know, the trend. But I can tell it's fucking fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is stretched out outwards like that.
Yeah.
Like this, bro. Come on.
Some panda buy fake stickers.
Yeah, I can see the extremista did it for you, bro. Like, no mames.
Yeah.
Right, brother.
But it is what it is. And like I said, at the end of the day, I have, you know, like, not confronted people, but I've told them, like, hey, bro, like, when you want to buy the real sticker, here's my page. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, they got me thinking.
I can tell. You know, I can tell.
Got me
It's
thinking.
fake.
Like I'll go to the pulga and actually get a tumbado sticker, like a shirt, and I feel like I should be funny. Like, see his reaction, like, yo, bro, this is not mine. Where do you got it from, dog? I was like, hey.
There's been custom shirts that have been made, which I allow that. Like, that's not a big deal for me. Like, if you want to support me and you don't want to buy the shirts that I make, that's fine. But don't go out there and sell it.
Yeah.
You want to make a custom shirt, do your thing.
Yeah.
Like,
You want to make a custom sticker, do your thing. But like I said, if you can get a hold of me and tell me first, I'll make it for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
I did. You didn't bring it.
Oh yeah.
Nah, I'm
but-
playing.
so what Esteban
Now I gotta
Gabriel,
make my own.
Did they ever say anything about Esteban Gabriel on the shirts?
So I asked Esteban, but he didn't really reply. So I kind of just did it anyways.
Verga.
Hold on, what happened? I'm sorry, I missed the question.
Oh,
He has
see
Esteban.
You
He has,
see
look at
Esteban
that.
right here.
Oh, damn.
He's in the
The
back.
mic was covering the face up. I'm sorry.
Bro, it's because I have the shirt.
Nah, the mic. The mic.
I
was-
personally own the shirt. I paid. You know what I'm saying? So I see him all the time.
So I asked Esteban and I messaged him and I asked him about it, right? But he didn't reply to me. So I kind of just took the initiative anyways, and it really didn't. I don't think it ever bothered him. Like, and me and him are cool. Like, he'll see me and he'll wave and shit. Like,
While wearing the shirt.
while wearing the shirt, bro.
Don't you have other like rappers in there as well for your shirt?
We did a DJ Screw one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but everybody.
Yeah, everybody
DJ
just
Screw,
did
yeah.
DJ Screw like a tribute.
Who does your merch and stuff?
I used
Johnny
to have
Depp.
El Señor de las Playeras. He used to make them for me.
Okay.
And then I bought my own shirt printer machine. But
Oh,
then it
damn.
fucked up.
They're a bitch.
It's expensive, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you think that shit is easy? It's not.
Yeah.
That machine is worth like more than $15,000, and I bought one. But then it broke down, and it fucking cost me another $2,500 just to fix it.
Is this working?
It's not working.
Oh,
I'm not having fixed it, bro. Because I don't see that, like, I don't see the benefit from that because I don't make money off shirts like that.
yeah.
If I was making a killing, and yeah. But what I've been doing is I've been dry keeping everybody. So people ask for shirts, but I haven't been making any. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to just keep everybody dry, and then I'm going to just bring one out. When I do, you better buy it.
We're gonna be selling out, bro. We got limited
Salty
quantities.
as that I spend a shitload of money on merch.
Wait, I got a question, bro. And this is all for the boys, for all the gummy bears outside. I was using my intro for my when I go live. It was that Tumbado, like your soundtrack. Why you took it off, dog? I used to go pull up tumbado.com and then I promoted your stuff, but you had like a little speaker and it had like a song in it. You took it off.
Which one?
Like when you go to Tumbado.
I know which one, but I'm talking about what song? The one with the airbag at first?
Yeah.
I took it down because sometimes like the music would just keep playing even though you weren't on the website anymore.
No.
And so I still have it, but I turned it down.
Oh.
So now you can't really hear it.
Yeah.
But I can activate it at any time.
Like, bro, I want it for my intro, bro. That's every time I go live, they're like, "Where's the Tumbado?" I'm like, bro, it's right here. I'm telling him right now, bro, bring it back. They want it back, brother.
I figured.
And I feel like I get more clicks.
I get paid like pretty much for people going on my website, even if they don't buy.
It's okay.
Really?
That's the whole thing, bro. That's what I'm telling you. Like, bro, I always find a way. You know, and I've always told my
Do you have ads on there and stuff?
yes.
Yeah.
I have people that'll always ask me like,
Sweet.
how do you make so much money? Like,
That's what I want to talk about. Yeah.
like I'm just like, bro, I'm just always thinking about shit that I can do, and ways that I can just continue to make money without really trying.
Yeah.
And once you're in that area, like getting monetized by YouTube is perfect because you can use that same monetization to create a website and then put ads on that website, which takes a process. But once you're getting paid, no matter what, you're making money.
Hold on, before we go, do you do your own designs and stuff? Like you're a graphic designer?
Some yes, some no. Like more of the recent ones, I got a El Chapo shirt that I want to come out with, but I really don't like the way it came out just yet. Like I got another. I want to take some more pictures of my truck. Like I have it, and I have it done, but I want it to be like better.
Yeah.
So like some of the stuff, like some of the designs are third party. I got a homeboy that makes some sick ass fucking designs.
Really?
But his is like vintage style design.
Ooh, I need to hit him up.
Yeah.
He
doesn't want to do like designs for everybody because his shit comes out sick.
Have you tried like doing AI? I feel like AI. No.
No, I haven't.
So I want to make merch for the podcast, but I don't want to share details, right? But I wanted somebody to create the design.
You can have a lot of people do.
But it's vintage.
You want vintage style?
Yeah, it's like a vintage NASCAR. Like
I want that shit. That's what I always wanted.
There's this one dude that I have on social media that has made shirts for me. He has made shirts for me, and he does vintage style designs. He does Astros and like custom clothing. His name is Lobo something. Lobo Studios.
Oh, okay.
And you might be able to hit him up, and he'll do a vintage style, whatever you want.
Design. So he'll charge me the design, the mock-up, and
Yeah.
I think I know. Does he have an Instagram?
Yes, he does.
I think I know him.
I buy the Astros clothing from him because he makes like so. Envious is the guy that does the designs for me.
Ooh, this guy? Or
Lobo
no?
Studios.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy designs. I know. I feel like because it's like a full art shirt, man. That's actually sick.
so I'll tell you after the podcast how I want it though, but I want to come out with like some like NASCAR vintage with the
Some thrift vintage colored like.
yeah.
Let me see if I.
Will you ever consider like bringing the lifted truck community as a sticker brand or no? Like levantándolo, no sé.
I have a sticker for lifted trucks.
What was it?
He wants to buy one.
I want to be it's because I always see puro tumbado pa, and I'm like,
It's called Elevado.
my bad. Damn, I'm a fake fan then. I'm a real homie. I'm a fake homie.
Okay, the guy that does my designs on like the one that did this one and he did the DJ Screw one. His name is Jose Saldaña. He has a clothing brand también for trucks and for vintage style clothing. He'll make like Paul Walker tributes and like WWE
wrestling. You send me his page?
Yeah, I sent it to you. I'll send it to you right now. Yeah.
Later on.
Envious or Envious. I don't remember what it's called, but it's one of those. So, but yeah, I've known that dude was a customer of mine. He was like old school OG customer.
Yeah.
And I remember one time whenever we dropped his truck, he had a red extended cab, like SS style extended cab, and we dropped the fuck out of it. Like, like I'm talking about like slammed the shit out of that thing.
Damn.
Hella camber and everything because at the time, whenever he did it, he didn't really care about like, the tires being straight or anything like that. But he just wanted to fucking slam. And so we added fucking control arms, spindles, springs, todo el jale, like everything.
Golly.
That bitch was so low, bro. Like he couldn't even get out my driveway. And so he was
Damn.
like,
I'm surprised. Do you rub in your driveway?
No, everything's clear on mine. But on his, it wasn't. So he, you know how like
One pues se queda atorado en el medio.
you know how like the cat eyes have that cross member that sticks down?
Yeah.
Well, his is gone. Like he called me literally like 10 minutes later, because I used to have the shop. Whenever I did it, I used to have the shop on Shaver, right in front of Aztecas.
Yeah.
You know how that fucking road is horrible. That road is fucking horrible, and it has like those things where like they're like that. Bro, he literally left my shop and he was at the gas station not even like 2 or 3 minutes.
Hey, bro, can you help me out, bro? I don't have a frame.
Like, hey, bro, like, I think I f***ed up my truck. I was like, what you mean? And he sends me a picture of the cross member. That bitch was like this.
Oh, damn.
Shit.
He's like, I can't drive it. And I was like, back that bitch up. I was like, hit it again. And he fucking hit it again, bro. And he made it work.
Damn.
He went home. He went home with that shit like that. But he didn't really want to drive the truck, and so he was into drop trucks at the time. Now he's into like static cars.
Oh,
Stands?
Yeah,
Camber?
like stands, VIP
that.
builds and shit like that. So a lot of people that are like into the vintage style clothing usually are into like VIP, you know, which is what my homeboy likes. He likes that shit too, but you know, he hasn't gotten around to build his VIP build. But
soon.
it's gotta
It's
come.
back ordered,
Gotta
bro.
come.
Soon.
He doesn't want to say nothing, bro. He's trying to keep it on the low. He ain't trying to say nothing bad.
But yeah, that's what you see a lot, and that's like I said, like I met a lot of people, and a lot of people, you know, they'll grow different roots, and you know, he did that. That dude started doing designs, and whenever he started doing designs, I was like, damn, bro, that shit is sick. And like I was like, that's crazy, bro. Like that you know how to do that, and I actually personally know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so
Plug for real.
yeah, and he hooked me up. You know, most of the times he'll send me designs, and he won't even charge me. And so
I feel like it was like a barbershop in your place. Like I feel like when you're a barber, they're like, "Yo, I have a hookup for this. I have a hookup for that."
Yeah.
It's kind of like a thing. That's cool.
yeah,
Network.
yeah, you network.
Yeah.
And then you've been around for so long. You know, people know you, and they'll see like, oh, he's got a shitload of followers. So, I mean, I think that takes precedent a lot. You know, because when you have followers, people like tend to see you different.
Yeah. Talk about the like your customers, like what I seen like Swella Mob was in your shop the other day. Talk about like what customers you you know, whether they're big on IG, big on YouTube. Talk about that. Like who
Like it just really depends. I have a very variety of people that come, and most of the time, like the big guys, I know them. You know, like I know Breezy personally.
You know, Breezy, like with the spiky hair, Breezy. Before that, you know, when Breezy had like,
yeah,
bro,
Bro,
nobody knows that, bro.
I did not know that though. I did not know that.
he was a DJ?
El Señor de las Playeras was the one that told me.
Real? No, because it was back in the day, like
Yeah, DJ Breezy, Don.
DJ
Yeah,
Breezy.
yeah, yeah. But it was to watch the Jersey Shore. He like, yo, that was
Bro,
crazy.
Probably
'cause-
deer.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know that, but like whenever the ones that put me on
That's Breezy.
was El Señor de las Playeras, because El Señor de las Playeras was he used to take photos. He would be the one that was like boom 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 taking pictures at the Tribalero fucking baile and shit. That's why they fucking had shit like that, because
Yeah.
there were those fucking Tribalero guys.
Yeah.
You know, they fucking long boots and fucking crazy ass hair.
Yeah.
And so, you know, DJ Breezy.
DJ.
Yeah, so DJ Breezy was, you know, he was out there putting the show.
Yeah.
And I did not expect that from him, you know, because I did not ever see that coming from him. But whenever they showed me, I was like, what the fuck?
They showed you a picture or what?
They showed me a picture, bro.
My cousin's baby mama was talking about him. Like they used to go to high school together, and then like that's how I met him. I think they was like a year or two apart, because I think he was like a junior and him was like a freshman. So he definitely saw Breezy in the truck seat with that hair. For sure.
I didn't see Breezy. I didn't even know Breezy at the time. I met Breezy through my homeboy Bolsita, which is the one that works. You know, Bolsita. He is Camden Low. I don't know if you've seen
Bolsita
that.
Blanca. I love it.
I don't know why they call him Bolsita, but I just know his nickname is Bolsita.
Right.
But
Does he tweak? Is he?
he's Camden Low. He's that Camden
We
Low
don't
brand.
wanna talk about
I
tweak.
don't know if you've seen that Camden Low brand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's the one. He's the creator of that.
Oh, cool.
So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
you
Bolsita's
still
make-
talk to him or no?
Yeah.
Because I remember he was there. I think he was work. Doesn't he work with iCar? Well, at one point, because he was there. No, I think he was in my truck and stuff like that, right? You brought him up, and then I remember he was in my truck and stuff like that when we were doing the video.
Truck?
Huh? Isn't he the guy with the car, like the black car where it stands out? That one?
No,
No?
Camden Low is the guy that hangs out with Static Leo
Oh no.
and Breezy.
No, okay.
They're all part of the same group. You know,
Yeah.
Breezy and Static Leo and Camden Low. They're all like friends. I don't know about Breezy and Leo, but you know, they're hanging out. They had a privada the other day with Tony Loya, and Camden Low was there, and I saw it, and I told him, I was like, Never mind. Never mind. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Oh, come on, dog.
Chill.
Yo, why you not telling him? Why you was always pushing me, dog.
Nah, I was like TFTI, and Static Leo has me blocked, so I don't know what happened there. So that's another story también ahí, pero
Suelta la sopa, pa.
I don't know. That one was weird because, like I said, we were cool.
Yeah.
You know, but whenever Static Leo was at the shop, there was a lot of things going on. Not necessarily shady things, but like things. You know, so whenever Leo, going back to the Leo story, whenever Leo moved in, everything was good. The problem that my landlord had, which is, you know, I rent from that place.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got him that shop through that same landlord. And so the landlord there, he's not a dickhead. He's not an asshole or nothing. He's cool. But there's certain things that don't really track with him. You know, he's very old school style. So, like, whenever Leo moved in, it wasn't a problem for Leo. But the dad was the problem. The dad was the problem to the landlord. Because, you know, Static Dad was a little, you know, like exigente to him. And the landlord didn't want to do extra shit because, you know.
Oh, like fix stuff to the...
Yeah, exactly. And so Static Dad was like, hey, pues if you're not going to fix this, then I'm not going to pay this much.
Oh.
So whenever Leo signed the contract for the building and then his dad showed up, the landlord was like, who the f-? Like, why are you making moves for Leo? And so he's like, oh, I'm Leo's dad. And so he was like, but I don't have a contract with you. I have it with Leo.
Yeah.
So if Leo's got something to say, tell Leo, and then he'll tell me. So he didn't want to deal with the dad, right? Because they were kind of like, it got off to the wrong, started off on the wrong foot. And so from there on, you know, things started happening. A trailer got stolen from the shop.
Damn.
Wow.
That wasn't even Leo's. It was H713. I don't know if you guys know him.
Tú síguele.
Well, he hangs out with Leo. He's the one that has the performance truck. Or he used to hang out with Leo. He used to have the performance. He has the performance trucks that hangs out with on the gas now.
Yeah.
And so they stole his trailer. Luckily, it didn't have a razor on it. But they broke into the shop and stole his trailer. They cut the freaking chain and boom, took the trailer. The dad started staying there because he was paranoid. He was like, "That, you're gonna come back. This time I'm gonna get you." Right. So the dad was like, you know, he was like, "Dad, I'm
Security
not
guard.
Yeah. So he was staying there, bro. He was staying there. He was like committed to that shit.
Turning out for wabbits. Why are you like that?
And the room was there, you know, so it was like not a big deal, right? So, like, they weren't using that shop for work or anything. So it was just like, it was their chill spot. It was the area where they were gonna make content. You know, they had 4-wheelers there. They were fixing up their 4-wheelers and all that shit. But the people around my neighborhood, they saw that. They saw all those 4-wheelers. They wanted it.
Damn.
You know, because you start pulling up with shit that they can take easily, they're gonna fucking want to take it.
Yeah.
So, like, they started breaking into the shop. He started staying there, and he was staying there late. He was hanging out with the neighbors and all that shit. They were drinking it up and all that stuff. And so from time to time, he would just, you know, like, randomly not be there, but then he would, right? So that day, the last straw, pretty much, like, everything was good. Like, we were chilling, like, everything was fine. The last straw was whenever they broke in, and they were trying to break in. They popped the lock. Actually, they didn't even pop the lock. I'm lying. That last straw was they were having a party at Leo's shop for 100K followers on IG or YouTube. I don't remember what it was, right? 100K subs or some shit. That day, they took off, right? So Leo's dad stayed there. From when they had broken into the shop the first time, I had fixed the lock. So what I ended up doing was I put double lock on that bitch with 2 heavy-duty locks that you can't just cut. The problem was that you couldn't lock it from the inside, right? So the dad stayed that night. And so he couldn't put the lock on it. Normally they would put the lock and then boom, he's gone, right? But he didn't have the keys for that other side. So he couldn't put the lock on it like through his hands, like he couldn't do it physically.
Yeah, physically.
So he left it closed and figured, I'm good because I'm going to be inside anyways. I'm going to go to sleep. Somebody pulled up. They didn't know how to open the door. They were literally standing there for like 10 minutes because they couldn't figure out how to open the gate. Because it's like, that, Indio proof.
It was complicated.
It's complicated. You can't just open the gate just like that. So then they finally figured that out, right? And they popped the door open. They popped the gate open. And they start walking, but they don't walk towards my shop. They walk towards his. And they already had pulled up with a Dodge Dually with a trailer.
They were ready for war.
Damn.
They were ready to take whatever they could fucking get. So it was 3 morenos, 3 black dudes. They pulled up. They were like scouting the windows and everything. They go to the other side to where the static dad is sleeping. They start breaking through the window. There's no bars or nothing. It's just a window.
Yeah.
So you can't really see in there because it's tinted. So he starts breaking, boom, 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 boom. Starts breaking the glass, and static dad starts shooting him.
R.I.P. or no?
No.
Oh, just scared.
I don't know if somebody got hit or not. They took off. And so that whole ordeal happened, right? They call the cops. Cops show up. People start making rumors. The neighbors, obviously. And then there's a neighbor that lives in the back that's also part of the same land. And the landlord talks to that dude. Mm-hmm. Right? He talks more to him than he talks to me. And he talks more to him than he talks to static dad. So he gets the scoop from the guy in the back. And the guy in the back doesn't know shit. So he was like, I don't know. He's like, the only thing I know is that they were having a party, and then the shootout started happening.
Oh my god!
And then I came out with my gun, and and so typical Mexican makeup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
That's crazy, bro. Like if I was static, that I would be traumatizing him just out of nowhere,
So I mean, static dad wasn't shook up. Like he wasn't shook up, but he was like mad that he was like, man, f- this. Every now and then they're gonna keep fucking with us. We're in the wrong neighborhood.
Yeah.
Right. So from there on, he goes, now they start making moves on their own. They don't tell me nothing. So they started looking for another shop, which is where they're at now. And so the landlord starts telling me, like, hey, bro, like, you brought him in, you got to kick him out. For real.
Damn.
So I was like, how the fuck am I? Like, I was like, first of all, it's not even their fault. I was like, none of the shit that happened was their fault. I was like, they're fucking lying to you. Like, I'm defending them because obviously I know the truth. Like, I saw the camera. Aces gave me the camera footage from when they broke into but the landlord was not home for me to show him. He was like in Trinidad or some shit because he's from over there. So by the time that he gets over here, he's like, man, he's like, what the like, I want them out. Like, he thinks that there's something else going on there.
Yeah.
That they're just shooting up the place just to shoot it up. And so I'm like, hey, bro, like, this has nothing to do with them. Like, you can't just sit there and just assume something and then just try to kick them out just because just because you want to. And so he's like, I'll tear up the contract and they can leave and whatever, like, right? And so I told Leo, I was like, hey, bro, like, I hate to do this to you, but the landlord says you gotta go. And so he's like, all right. He's like, don't worry about it. Wait. He's like, we're already looking for another spot. I was like, oh, okay, my bad. Like, bet. You know what I'm saying?
Petty boy.
So, like, we were still cool. And, they took off. And from there on, like, he calls me from time to time. And then he needed something. He needed something about, like, a sunroof or some shit like that. And then from there on, like, right after that, like, he hit me up from that. Like, boom, he just blocked me. And I didn't know. And this was at the time, if you guys know, Static Leo got blocked from, or he got his Instagram taken away for like a week or two.
Yeah.
And so he had like made like 3 or 4 different IGs trying to, like get back on IG. And at the same time that happened, I thought he actually had lost it. This is before he actually did lose it. So I thought he had lost it, and I was like, oh shit, he probably got banned or something. So then I left it like that, and I call him. And then he didn't answer or nothing. So I was like, okay, bet, like whatever. And I didn't think nothing of it yet. And then I happened to go on another page that I have, and I happened to see him on there because I follow him. So I was like, oh shit, he got his IG back. I switched to my other main page to hit him up because on that one he used to message me. And boom, nothing there. I was like, what the f-? So then I go on the Tumbado page, and he's not on there either. And then I go to the other one, and he's on there, and he's active.
Damn.
So I was like, oh, this blocked me.
Do you think because of what happened to him, that's why he blocked you, or
Because we were cool months after, like weeks after that.
so he just
Just
blocked?
out of nowhere. And then I was like, okay, well, I was like, what happened? Like, you know, in my mind, I'm like, what's going on? Like, we were cool, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I hit him up. I sent him a message like, you mad at me or what? And he don't reply. And then I call him, and he don't answer. So then I make a shirt that has both of our trucks in it. I was like, you're not gonna hit me up, right? You're not. I bet. Let's see after this you hit me up, bro. I make this shirt. I posted at night. I fucking fell asleep, right? So I posted it like at 4 in the morning, 4 or 5 in the morning. I fucking knock out after that. 3 missed calls.
Bear.
3 missed calls after that, and I call him back and he don't answer. And I was like, I was just trying to get your attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And así quedó. And then after that, nothing. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like his brother will say what's up, like, but
He didn't post you in your story and saying that, you know, you suck dick with no license plate?
no man.
No, but that's crazy, though.
He did that to you?
Something like that.
Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yeah, but you like to trigger people.
No pasa nada. Pero no pasa nada.
You do it on purpose. You do it on purpose. That's what you want.
I mean, it's not my podcast to say. But I mean, I feel like I'm speaking facts at the end of the day. You know? It's not, if I troll whatever, it's something different. But when it comes to speaking facts, it's right there, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, and there's things that are true, some things that are, you know, just like troll or whatever. Pero, like I said, at the end of the day, you know, pues uno dice, no, pues I didn't do shit. You know, like I ain't got nothing to hide.
Yeah.
I feel like yeah. I feel like what Leo was not so much trolling, it's just so much as, yo, bro, you just did it. Like, you see it in 4K, you know? But
Yeah, but I think it's easy for him to just block people. Like, that's his way.
you should really, yeah.
That's his way out, because that's what I see, like, happen a lot. Like, somebody will try to f with him or troll him, blocked.
I'm still not blocked.
Yeah,
You're not blocked?
He blocked Go Hard.
Yeah, bro. He
For real?
blocked.
Yeah.
On everything he got, too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I sent him a DM. I sent him a DM before I even interviewed Static Dad to get him on the podcast. Before even Static Dad. And then I did the Static Dad and boom, block.
Maybe he didn't see the message. Because you know how, like,
Yeah.
you send it to IG, it'll send it to the
That's weird.
request.
Yeah.
So, maybe.
He's probably going to block me right now.
But, I mean, people will send it, people will send it to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, people will troll him.
Wait, you're not blocked?
I guess after this video, maybe. Block.
Yeah, for sure. Facts.
Facts. But I mean, it is, yeah.
So let's talk about the shop now.
Okay, go. My bad.
So you did you done work on Solo Mob. What other trucks have you done?
I mean,
like
I've worked on, like, a lot of people. Swallow Mob. I've worked on, like, Perreo's truck from Only Gas. Corey's shit. Like, I've done a lot. Like, even people that are famous and they don't tell me.
Yeah.
And I don't find out till, like, later. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll tag me and shit.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's hard to say because I've been doing this for so long that I can't really remember. You know? Like,
Yeah.
And some people will just be, like, out of this world. And, yeah, I'll remember them if they have, like, millions of followers. But
Yeah.
not everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to do something iconic. Like if I met him once, I might not remember his name, but I remember him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like, that's just how I am. Like, I'll remember you if you're my customer or if I've ever met you somewhere. But sometimes I won't remember your name. And I'll just remember sort of some details, but it's hard, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I do appreciate that you remember me, though.
thousands of people. That's actually, like, that I remember you or that I even know your name. That's actually an honor.
He said
brother.
an honor.
No, I'm saying, like
That you don't remember me?
you should be honored that I know you.
I'll get on my knees right now if you want me to, dog.
So, there you go. That's what I needed. That's what I needed.
That's what he did it, right?
But, yeah.
The Troll King.
I ain't trolling.
Hey, let's get into some pop questions, like some Q&A. What's your favorite food?
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese? Like pho and
Pho or like
chicken and rice? And
no, like vermicelli noodles or
yeah.
whatever they call it.
Yeah, got you.
That noodle bowl and shit like that. Yeah, that's my favorite.
Your favorite drink? You're done talking to him?
Yeah, cool.
Oh.
Oh, no, I'm not being, like, I'm hearing you out.
Your favorite drink?
Dr. Pepper.
Favorite. Your dream car or truck?
Dream car, Ferrari.
Ferrari. Which one?
Just a fucking Ferrari.
Una roja. Una roja y
Not the
una
spider. Not the spider.
una roja que no sea V8.
Nothing specific, just a fucking Ferrari.
Why? Why that car? Like why
Ferrari's always been my go-to, like my dream car.
Like on Need for
Like
Speed or
any
what?
car, any Ferrari. You know what I'm saying?
On Need for Speed or what?
Like except for like the other day I posted a badass fucking SUV style Ferrari that had just came out. Like
There's one with V8 models too.
Oh.
$100 and something thousand just for a fucking Ferrari. But I've always been Ferrari over Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Like people like, oh, I want a Lambo.
Yeah.
I don't want a Lambo. I want a Ferrari.
Yeah.
There's two type of people, and I think that you're either a Ferrari fan or you're a Lamborghini fan.
What about McLaren fan?
I don't like fucking McLarens. They're ugly.
Really?
So I would rather a Koenigsegg or whatever the fuck it's called.
Coney said, yeah.
Yeah, I would rather one of those or a Pagani versus
Yeah.
McLaren. McLarens are cool, but they're ugly.
Would your 100K in cash or 5 Bitcoin?
5 Bitcoin.
Hmm?
5 Bitcoin.
Why? Why not the cash?
Because Bitcoin goes up.
Really?
Yeah.
Finally, you got a Bitcoin
I
class.
don't know, right? Bitcoin.
Keep it up, bro. I wouldn't know why. Honestly.
I just wouldn't know how to pull the cash out. Like I know that Bitcoin is worth more though, but I wouldn't know how to transfer that digital currency into cash. But I would figure it out. I would definitely figure it out. Like
Super easy.
I would definitely figure it out. Like there's only certain things that I don't know, but the things that I don't know and I'm curious about, I will find out. Like,
Yeah.
I will fucking look to the fucking end.
Dark web or something.
Bro. Chill
A
out.
lot of things, bro, like that I'll just research because I'm bored.
Yeah.
You know, and things just pop up to my head. The other day I was telling my homeboys that I was thinking about some shit while I was at the gym. I was like, man, how the do I get some fucking badass ice cubes in this fucking canister? And so and this is a true story. Like I'm not fucking playing. Like in my head I was like, okay, you know, some fucking vials, you know, put some fucking vials in the fridge, right? Some water or some shit. Bro, but tell me why literally the next fucking day, like I thought about that in my head. I never said anything, bro. I never said anything.
It popped up on your phone?
It popped up on my fucking phone,
I
bro.
was gonna say that shit. Yep.
I was like, what the fuck? And I
That's a
told
thing.
him, like, as I watched it, I told my homeboy, I was like,
It's scary, huh?
oh, look at this. Like, I literally thought about this the other day, and I did not say not one single word about it.
You have your phone on mute, bro.
But I was just like, that's fucking crazy, bro. Like,
Man,
that can't
yeah.
be coincidence. Like, that I thought about that, and then that fucking pops out. And, like, the most random thing, like, a fucking thing, ice
He
cube.
said a thong.
Yo, what's up?
A long ice cube.
Yeah.
A long ice cube. And the idea that they had was different because they would set the ice cubes flat.
Mm.
But then you can pull it up and then throw it in your can. You know what I'm saying?
So did you order on Amazon?
No.
I seen
You're
the
not
ones.
gonna get me, bro. What the fuck?
I seen the ones that you go, you search up whatever you want, and then on Facebook they get you like, oh, like, you know.
Oh yeah, because all that shit's tethered.
Yeah.
Like they sell information, like, you know.
But now they have voice.
Actually, speaking of that, I actually got a notification from Facebook because at one point I was on Facebook, and they had like a suit, like a lawsuit or some shit, where they got sued for like selling information.
Oh,
Like
damn.
like the Information Act or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so supposedly I'm supposed to get money from that too. I don't know how much.
Damn, we're late,
Cut
fool.
that check.
We're late.
You're late already.
late, right?
You were supposed to apply for it a while back.
Oh, damn.
And I had posted on there, but you know, Facebook, they don't wanna have to pay more.
Yeah.
So
Man, Mark.
What's on your bucket list?
my bucket list on the top,
Yeah, top 3.
I don't know. Fuck. I have a big ass shop.
AC,
Like-
everything. Marble floor.
Yeah, like that would be like my top. That either that or have a home with the shop at the same time. Like a
barndominium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. That would be my bucket list. Like reality though, like in all reality, for me, like my biggest thing right now is building my house bigger
Yeah.
from where I'm at now. Like going 2-story, and extending out, and then just like I have this whole plan, like, and I have the money for it. I just haven't completed it because obviously there's a lot of steps that go with that, So
Yeah.
I feel like if you really do that big garage or like a big mechanic, place like that, I feel like you invested and make it a gym or something like that. Something that has just something to
yeah,
invest
obviously
on.
because like that it's a money maker, like everything. Like even my business, like I can build it to have other businesses and sustain it.
Yeah.
Like my shop is not just the drop shop. I have a tinner, and he does tint. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh, nice.
he produces his own revenue, and he pays me, so we pay half. He pays his certain section of the
Yeah.
rent, and I pay mine. So it makes it easier for me on my end because rent's expensive. Like for a shop like that, you're paying almost $3,000 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that comes with the actual price of my business. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm charging you for something, I expect to give you high quality, but I also have to pay my bills. So that comes as an added charge because you're paying for overhead as well. So if you were to go to a mechanic at home, you might be able to get the same work, but you're gonna pay a lot cheaper because they don't have the overhead, but they're not gonna give you the warranty or honor the work like you should. That's
Yeah.
downside to that.
Who's your favorite music artist right now?
Right now, shit, I don't know. I don't have a go.
So Bluma and Bad Bunny.
Nah,
Bad Bunny.
I don't. See, like I listen to them, but I don't. That's not my favorite.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I think my all-time favorite artist is Product Drake. Like all.
Oh, it's funny you did the image.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drake is probably my all-time favorite artist, but like that I
Like
have,
the rap Drake or the slow song Drake?
The emotional, sad, depressing Drake, or the you want
bro,
to be
like
gangster
the
Drake?
2010 Drake, bro.
The
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Marvin's Room, Drake or no?
Which one?
Yeah, Marvin's Room. Yeah, he's talking about like
Yeah.
that era, right?
Yeah. Yeah, get on my feelings too, bro.
Yeah, that. But I mean, there's people that are like go become my favorite. Like, see, like Fuerza Regida. Like I was listening to them before they went famous.
Yeah.
Dang, you even went to the J.O.P. Music video too, no? At one point?
Nah.
That didn't.
Oh.
The H something. The
Yeah,
H?
no, it was the when they had that meet.
Yeah.
But they didn't actually film there. I was gonna come out on that video,
What
but
happened?
They didn't do it there because there was too many people, bro.
I really thought it was gonna be private, bro. Like I really thought.
Yeah, but they actually announced it, and then Paco L7 came out on that video though,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they told me the address for the rancho where they were at, but it was too late. Like it was already way too late by the time that I saw it and pulled up. It would have been way too late.
Yeah.
Everybody was there. I seen that.
Yeah, but Barf invited me to that one, and then he was like, "We're gonna go shoot in downtown, and then I'll hit you up." But then, like, I mean, stuff happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was supposed to be on that video too.
You got any pop questions?
I really wanted a Karen experience, but what happened?
You know what? My favorite Mexican artist would have been Junior H.
It would have been.
What if?
If it would have been if his music wasn't that weak right now. I feel like his music is a lot weaker compared now to how it was before.
I like
But
it.
Junior H was like one of the ones I would have been like go fucking sign my seats or some shit. For real.
I like him now though. If he's doing new things, I don't
I mean,
mind.
it's because like honestly, like the way that I see it is like the Rancho Mide, like they let those other artists influence the Mexican corrido artists. Like when they start doing like trap and shit, like that shit is annoying. Like that shit's annoying to me. Like don't do what you
like?
fucking popping off on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was doing at one point. He was like doing banda, no? Like
Banda and fucking like they were all fucking following Obi style.
Yeah.
And Obi blew up because of their style. So when you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Obi was like and I have a message from Obi.
Yo,
For real.
what is it? What is it?
Like I told him like whenever he was like blowing up, he had a
Obi pa?
Vacas Verdes.
I can see it.
And he was singing it. And
Yo, live leak. Without
bro, what's the Wi-Fi password, dog?
Yo, I deadass asked it when I was here.
Did he give it to you?
Yo, bro, you honestly, you should just put it in the damn door. Or
I
something.
know, right? I'm gonna put it right there for sure. Next time, I'm gonna put it right there.
Put it on my forehead.
I got. Goddamn.
Damn. But yeah,
Watch this.
Mis respetos, padre, mis respetos. Cuenta conmigo ahí para lo que sea y gracias siempre por el apoyo. Están bien mamalonas las troconas, ¿no?
Man, yo, why you never post that shit, dog? Yo, W in the building, W in the building, compadre.
Ovi, bro. That's
Damn,
Ovi.
Yeah.
it's crazy.
See, like the thing is, like you get a lot of these artists to notice you when they're still young, bro. Like you gotta support them when they're like f***ing little.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Wait,
saying?
so
like
that was
like
before
how I
Pacas
did.
Verdes? Or right
This
after?
is whenever he was doing Pacas Verdes,
Damn.
and he was like doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like he was trying to reach that top point. You know, and I saw his music, and I was like, man, dude, like what you're doing is fucking sick. Like that song is good. And so, was it Pacas Verdes? I want to say that he was.
So you're gonna give us good luck, right? You know, with social media and stuff like that. So you're here, so you're giving us good luck too. You making us go pop.
Shit, well, that's the whole idea, bro. Like, you know, you just want to be able to, you know, use what they have and then try to grow with them. You know, like I said, when I started working with like Bo Bundy and like Esteban,
Yeah.
you know, we didn't expect to like for them to blow up. I didn't expect for him to be signed by Rancho Humilde and for Esteban to have his own freaking line of, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like his own, because you know Esteban has like the whole Rancho Humilde going on, but here, you know, like he's got his own groups.
Yep.
He signed and shit like that. And,
Yeah.
and so you don't expect that. You don't expect that, but you respect that whenever they're growing. And like I have eye for talent, because I knew J.O.P. I knew he was gonna blow up. Like, so that's what I'm telling you. Like, I used to listen to their songs before they were fucking famous, and I used to post their videos from whenever they were on YouTube, and like
Bro, I like that shit. I feel like it looks.
doing the fucking banda shit. Like, bro, I used to fucking like post that shit.
Damn.
I'd be like, bro, look, this fucking artist is gonna fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Pop. Yeah.
Yeah, and like this is a new song. Like I would take their music and I'll put it on my videos and I'll upload it like that.
Damn.
And because I knew that music was gonna pop off, you know. And there's some artists that I don't like. Like growing up, I never liked Leyenda.
Tag him.
Like I just didn't like their music, like the way that they sing and stuff like that. Because
Yeah.
I'm, you know, I have music background as well, you know.
Yeah.
So like,
Oh yeah.
so like that also, you know, triggers me sometimes. Like I'll be like, what, or like, damn,
Yeah.
no, that's clean.
You never had like really bad Karen experience in your shop? Like really bad, like, you know, story traumatizing, like, yo, bro, like this is not like, yo, he's gonna pull up a G on you, but like, you know, maybe that too, you know?
Not necessary. I like.
Or like una señora, hey, ABC.
No, so I only have like very few times that I've had like either like an issue or like an experience with the customer, and it's little stuff like maybe, you know, se pasó la mano and something got dented or some shit. But everything has a solution. Like,
Just like
money can moves the world, bro.
Yeah.
Like you gotta be able to take the loss to win. You know, and at the end of the day, that loss that you take, you still win,
Yeah.
no matter what. Because I've had customers that, let's say something happens, boom, like, hey, bro, like this happened, like it got dented or whatever, like we're gonna take care of it. Or you want money, we'll give you money, and then or we want a discount or whatever, like not a big deal because shit happens.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, you know, we're all human. You know, something will happen or something got hit or I didn't see this and it got scratched or whatever. You know, money makes the world go round. Like, there's always a solution to everything. Not everything is just the end of the road.
Yeah.
So, like, let's say if I were to hit you or something, like, oh, shit, my bad, bro. You know? Like, I'll take you out to dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, yo.
so, you know, like I said, it's just a way of fixing things or a way of, like, handling things. Because if you don't handle things right, you're going to just, like, end up in a fucking ditch.
Yeah.
And those things have happened to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's been people that do the same thing that I do, and their fucking career goes down the fucking drain because they just didn't know how to handle things correctly.
Tag him. I know a couple. I know a couple that did my shit, and then I feel like they low-key deserve what they happen because they fucked me over some things. Not my story. This is not my podcast. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying.
Talk about the truck scene. Like, how you think it's changed since when you started it? Not started it, but when you joined it.
It has changed
How?
a lot. It's more it's more reckless now. It's like takeovers. And like truck meets have always been dangerous to go to. And there's always one idiot or maybe two.
I went yesterday, bro. That was the most terrifying shit I've ever done, bro.
So I'm saying, bro, I don't pull up. I don't
And
pull
then
up to
Hosey?
no truck meets.
And then Hosey?
I don't pull up to truck meets, bro. Like the thing is, like, if there's a meet somewhere, like I know it's gonna be chill, I'll go. If I know that there's gonna be like some sort of like coverage or some shit, like I gotta get a little bit out of it, you know, like, but like I'll go to support somebody, you know, like somebody's having a truck meet or some shit, I try to go. Most of the time I can't because I gotta work, or I got busy with this or that, you know. But when it's a truck meet on a Sunday, I learned my lesson a long time ago not to fucking go, you know, because it's always
It's scary.
somebody chasing after you, or you fucking running and something happens, and so you just fucking looking for a fucking bad time. You know what I'm saying? Like if you fucking drink and shit like that, like obviously you fucking know something's gonna happen to you eventually.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing with like the truck scene. Like the truck scene has changed a lot because it's not what it used to be, how it was a few years ago, where everybody with the show truck was pulling out. Nobody with the show truck pulls up anymore because the people who go to the truck meets, like they start doing donuts, and what happens is you start throwing rocks all over
rocks,
the place,
yep.
and then something gets fucked up, and the guy's fucking all pissed off. Now there's a fucking fight. Now there's a fucking shootout.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that is the problem with those meets nowadays, is that nobody is there to just fucking chill.
Yeah.
And obviously people want to make, you know, content. Like they want to be like, oh, I'm going to swing that bitch. You know, record me.
Yeah.
And that's cool. Do your thing. But I'm not going. Even though it's down the street from my shop.
Yeah.
I'm not going.
Yeah.
And I pull up on another vehicle, but not mine. You know what I'm
My
saying?
daily, yeah.
But like
on
that's
the
the thing,
daily.
is that like you looking for trouble. The cops are
Yeah.
going to go and come after you,
Yeah.
whether you want it or not. Like that's just like they're just writing in the book. Like, oh, this guy right here, that guy, this guy,
We used to pull up just to chill and drink a beer, and
I see you.
yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
just writing everything down, bro. The street takeover shit it's killed the game. That's literally like what killed the whole truck and car scene.
Yeah.
And the more you make it dangerous for the public, the more the cops are gonna come after you.
There was a guy who DM'd me from some street takeover. He was like, "Hey, we want to get on the podcast and this and that." And I was like, "Damn."
Hey, I'm the hater.
Huh?
I'm the hater. I wouldn't mind, you know. Like, yo, what are you doing, bro? You messed everything up, bro. We used to chill and like come on home at midnight drinking beer, talking about life, and then now everybody got a cone in their bed, bro. They think they're cool with that dumbass cone.
There's been a couple of times where I've gotten like either pulled over or something, or like, you know, the cops ask questions because obviously like some of the vehicles that we drive around are cammed. And like, you're not part of the same street over crew. Like, you know, you guys don't do street takeovers. I'm like, bro, what the like, nah, I'm just asking because, you know, like people were like, you know, the Texas DPS, like the state troopers, they're like locked in on that.
Really?
Yeah, some of the state troopers are like locked in on that, and so they're asking questions and shit like that because they see like trucks fixed up. The other day we got pulled over in the Trailblazer SS, calmed down and everything, and the dude was asking me like all sorts of questions,
Yeah.
not like interrogating me, but like friendly.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
And so we're cool. Like, I mean, I try to, you know, like I speak to everybody with respect, like even
Yeah.
an officer or whatever. I don't try to diss on nobody.
Yeah.
But he was just like this and this and that. I was like, bro, I don't know. I said, I don't even f***ing go out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, all I do is f***ing work. The reason why I'm here right now is because we just picked this bitch up from the paint shop.
Yeah.
So, and it was like freshly painted and everything. So the dude in full black windows, the dude that owns the truck he runs a tin shop. And so whenever we pulled up, like we were right here, the cop was on the other side of the freeway underneath. And he saw the Trailblazer and he literally pulled in like that, came around and pulled us over because we looked suspicious. And I was like, officer, if I didn't know any better, you were profiling me.
For real. For real.
Have amendment rights.
Yeah, but I mean, he had a right to stop us because we had dark ass window tint all over.
Yeah.
Front windshield 5%.
Damn.
2 doors, 5%,
Tinted down all around.
0% on the back. Like I'm
Damn.
talking about, you couldn't see shit in or out, bro.
Yeah.
And so he pulled us over. He had every right to. He let us go with the warning. I was like, hey, bro, like this is not even my truck. It's this fool's truck.
You ran out of it.
Yeah. Shit.
No.
I was like, give him a ticket.
Yeah.
I was like, he's the one driving, bro. Like, yucky.
Inmigrante. Like that.
And he was like, I do want to see your ID. He checked my shit. Like, I don't have no warrants or nothing. So he checked it and he let us go, and he was cool.
Yeah.
But he didn't leave without asking his questions first, you know?
Yeah.
So we're not even from around here. We're from the southeast, buddy.
Yeah.
You're over here in Baytown. You're over here in Baytown. Bro. We're over here in the southeast. So I was like, we don't do that in the southeast. We shut it down. Yeah, but yeah, it's crazy, bro. Most of the stuff you see, it's like on the internet is wild, and sometimes I'll repost it because it's funny.
Yeah. What's the future for like Regicide? Besides expansion? Anything you want to like get into? Maybe.
So I want to focus more on like alignments and maintenance. Like I do that now, but I want to focus more on it. So eventually, like I want to get like a better lift, and then probably put 2 alignment machines, and then just focus on that. You know, because doing alignments is not a big money profit, but the maintenance that you get from them is.
What do you
So
mean?
like you'll get a truck, it'll come in, and then they have like bad tie rods, bad struts, or bad ball joints.
Oh, so you're saying that the alignment attracts the customer?
Alignment is just
Or
the
more,
come in, like
yeah.
bring you in, come here.
Yeah.
Let me check your truck. And
Bad ball joints and
and then
stuff.
you get all this other shit, and you can't align it. And you know sometimes they'll be like, oh whatever, just do the alignment, and then you do it as best as you can, because obviously you're not gonna force somebody to do what they don't want, you know.
Yeah.
But then you show them like, hey, you know your tire's about to fall off. Then they'll be like, oh shit,
Literally by the phone.
Let me know, because I need to get an alignment too.
let's get it done. You know, so and then you go from $100 alignment to a $3,000 job. So
Yeah.
you know that's a big profit margin. You know, and it's just based off, you know, having a, you know, I'm just saying a number, but you know sometimes it's not that expensive.
Yeah,
Sometimes $1,000. Sometimes it's just this and that.
Control arm or
But
something.
sometimes you get trucks that are old as and you need to replace everything.
Yeah.
All the control arms, all the tie rods, the rack and pinion, the
Torsion
gearbox,
bars.
or whatever it
Yeah.
might be, you know, and we do all of that. So
Do you align lifted trucks? 28 by 16-inch wheels with 6 lugs?
we have done, yeah, with 8 lugs,
Not 6 lugs?
6 lugs. I mean, you know,
Oh.
with a 2-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah,
You
we
do-
do those too.
Oh.
That's crazy, right? Yeah.
I
You also do like Toyotas, little Camrys as well?
do
White
Hondas?
Camrys?
Carritos, chiquitos, grandes,
Ooh.
everything. We do everything. We did Frank's truck,
Drop
the
truck?
black one,
Yeah.
the big ass motherfucker on 30 by 12s or 14s, 16s, whatever
Damn.
it's called. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Frank CCA.
Yeah.
That big ass lifted diesel truck.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
That one is diesel? Yeah.
Yeah, we did that one.
That's forward drive.
Yeah.
So you at the shop you do drops, lifts. You do fab.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Anything.
Anything that's possible, baby.
Anything is possible.
Anything that we have money
I
involved.
don't like working on lifted trucks, but we do work on them. Like, you know, there's some things that I don't like doing, but I still do it. You know.
Yeah.
Money talks.
Yeah.
Money.
Money talks.
Money talks or the customer walks.
Yeah. Any last words you want to say, Hosey? Maybe to your customers, your fans, maybe supporters, the Tumbado, Regicide, you know. You come so far, you've been in the game for a long time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's like I've always told, like, most of my social media, like, when I'll post on there, like, I appreciate everything. Like, because without my followers, we wouldn't be who we are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Without the people that look at my profile, take the time to like my shit or, you know, share my stuff, without them, we wouldn't be here. Like, 1,000%. With, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people say, like, oh, man, yeah, you did make yourself, but the people that follow you are the reason why you are who you are.
The fans made you.
Fans, yeah, and a lot of people don't appreciate being called fans.
Yeah.
You know, there's some people that don't like that, and it's understandable because obviously, you know, you don't want to make somebody feel like you're above them.
Yeah.
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 But just relating to people in a certain way and then just inspiring them is what makes your company who you are. Like same thing with like the people from On the Gas. Like those people inspire like half of the fucking world right now, bro. Like when it comes down to like the fucking truck game and like the whole performance scene.
Yep.
And they've gotten a lot bigger than what they were at first, because whenever they were big at first, it was because of their show. Now it's because of their virtual show, like they're on YouTube and stuff like that, and all the stuff that they've been doing.
Yeah.
But that really inspires a lot of people. Same thing with like my customers. Same, we're in the same. Like half of my followers are the same people that follow them.
Yeah.
We're all community, and so without them, we wouldn't be here. And I appreciate everything that they do and all the likes that they give and followers and all that stuff. It helps a lot. And when people support you, it even more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
Because it keeps the brand and it keeps the company alive.
Yeah.
Like without them, it's just
Nothing. Yeah.
And also be true to yourself as well. Like just be who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Well, sometimes you can't be exactly who you want to be, but
well, I mean, yeah, but like not, yeah. But I mean,
like you can't
be yourself.
You
but
can
not,
you can be yourself, but you can't show your full self to everybody, because when that happens, you have no privacy. Like you have nothing left for yourself. You just everything's for the world. You still have to have a little bit of
privacy.
privacy within you.
Yeah.
And so, and especially like us as men, like we're not there to share our feelings all the time, but sometimes you gotta get a little bit. You gotta give a little bit back so that you can feel the feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Because not everybody's gonna sit there and tell you like, "Oh, I'm a fan of your work."
Yeah.
And some do. Like I got messages like that before, like, "Hey, bro, like your truck is fucking sick and this and this and that." And
Like the
I'm a fan
recording
of
you
your
just did. Like
work.
this.
But like long paragraphs.
Oh, damn.
Then yeah.
Crying and stuff.
You want to cry again? Yeah.
Not crying, but
No, but yeah.
like people
Yeah,
showing
yeah.
appreciation, and
Yeah, that's
and-
awesome.
and that helps. That keeps you pushing forward, because having a small business, or like even just owning your own business is not easy, bro. Like it's tough. You have times where you don't have work. There's times where you make 10,000 a week.
There's water right here.
No, it's you good.
You haven't drunk
Bro,
nothing. All he hasn't
water,
drunk
bro.
nothing at all.
I'm already done with this.
I'm
and-
good, bro. Like I'll sit there and talk to a customer for 2 hours and we're good.
Damn. Yeah, it's already 2.5.
So-
oh no, almost 3 hours.
So there's times where
Sorry, Johnny.
my bad. What was I
Not
saying?
playing. The customers.
I forgot.
Just the customers. You talk to them for 2 hours, and then.
No, before that.
Oh, the paragraph when they were.
Oh yeah, when they show you love.
They went to show you love,
yeah.
appreciation.
And then-
so it's just like, well, that just pushes you. That just keeps you going. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, like, you don't get people that are just sit there and, like, write to you, like,
Yeah.
And I'll have requests, and I'll go through every single one of them. I try to message everybody back. Sometimes you can't. Can't get to everybody all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I try to. And sometimes I'll forget to reply. Or some, there's so many things going on, bro. I'm fucking posting on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pornhub. Nah, I'm just,
I was like,
Yo, Loki, you should just make an OF, but not an OF. You know what I mean?
yeah, OF, but not OF.
Yeah.
Nah, my girl would kill me anyways.
So I'll be like, well, she see your channel, like you actually like help maybe doing tutorials of trucks.
I was watching your TikTok last night. Remember?
Which one?
The
When
ones that
you
you
were
take
gaming.
this.
Your game.
My bad.
It was playing games.
Yeah.
And he was
The
like,
one he was doing push-ups.
"Oh, not this."
Oh, yeah. I
Okay.
was doing push-ups.
Nice.
What were we saying? You
Nah, I
me
said, I was
gaming?
just saying you gaming.
Oh, I thought you meant that video that I just posted with the titties. I thought that's
Oh
what you
man,
meant.
I saw that one. It was
I
like,
did not see that.
it was like,
Bro, that video got taken down, and then they put it back up when I peeled it.
Really?
Yes, because
they have it.
they have it on there, and you're supposed to be allowed to post like breastfeeding on TikTok and stuff.
Oh, you posted that, right?
Yeah,
Oh my
so,
god.
so I did that because obviously I wanted to make money off of that content, right?
Yeah.
So like I put on there, I'm like, I'm tired of making long ass videos to fucking make some cheese off this app.
Yeah.
Right. So
man.
like the video got taken down, and it was like saying that I was like harassing and bullying or whatever. And I was like, bro, like, you know, and it's automated, you know, so like the computer just does that automatically.
yeah.
So then I get it under review and I put on there, like, I'm like, I didn't bully nobody. Like, I'm just sharing awareness that TikTok allows this kind of content and this and this and that.
Breastfeeding,
Bro,
yeah.
they brought it back up. I was like,
Damn.
hell yeah.
Bro, teachers just be weird, bro.
But I be posting videos. The other day I posted a video of a shootout. And it doesn't show no bodies, no nothing. It's just like the shooting itself. Mm-hmm. And it got taken down.
Nerf guns.
I put Houston is crazy. But it wasn't even
In Fortnite.
It was like an old video. Yeah. And then I put on there on the review, I was like, it's a video game. I'm like, it's
Fortnite.
A cutscene. A
Yeah.
Fortnite cutscene. And then they still took it down. They were like, nah,
Damn.
you ain't playing me today.
Yeah. I see some crazy stuff, bro.
Yeah. But
There's like, I don't like. I can't say that. I don't think.
you post on Facebook? You saying you post on Facebook or no?
I just posted like on yesterday a new post, but I need to start posting more on Facebook. Yeah,
That's
but I
how-
post a lot on TikTok and
You
Instagram.
post on Facebook. Like
Yeah,
once you get your page up, man, you make killing, bro.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
I
I'm
post
gonna
on YouTube obviously, but
I want to start doing that too.
You're monetized on on YouTube.
yeah, since like last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you get a good amount of money or no?
It's like when Static that was really good, and then it got like blocked or
Like
something.
what do you got? Like 100? Like you get like once you like level out, what do you get? Like 150 a month or something like that, or 200?
Nah, so it goes off of views. So like if you give a YouTube, if you do a video and it has 100,000 views, that's like $1,200, 100,000 views. So the way I calculate, I'm like, okay, if I see 1 million views, I'm like, damn, he just got like 11 G's.
Based off your RPM,
Yeah,
because like the
but I have like really long content though. That's the thing.
yeah that
So it's like 2-hour content. Like this one's 3-hour content.
yeah that also makes a big difference
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, because it puts you in like in a different category of like your monetization.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like I think they give you less.
Really?
Yeah, when
Yeah.
the video is longer, there's less ads in between videos. So the sweet spot is like 10 minutes.
Yeah. So
20 is too much. But
yeah. So I'm actually gonna make clips now. Like I'm gonna make clips like of certain parts, and I'm gonna post them on YouTube. So I'll make like a 10 to 15
Well, you can
minute.
essentially reshare that same video like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
You don't want to
and
make a clips
just
channel?
Oh what?
A clips channel on YouTube?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, but like what you're talking about is like the shorts. The shorts is different. Shorts is only 60 seconds.
Yeah.
You can only do shorts only like 60 seconds. Anything past that, it has to go like a regular video.
Yeah.
But shorts gives you a lot of views, but like followers, it's kind of iffy. Like you don't really get too many followers from the shorts
On YouTube.
on YouTube.
Well, the good thing about shorts is like the subscribe button is right there.
Yeah, but a
So,
lot of
like-
people don't click it though.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the problem. Is that subscriptions are free on YouTube, but people don't really sit there and click on it.
Subscribe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Unless they really like the video.
Yeah,
Like,
unless it was like really funny and that's all you freaking do. It's like
Yeah.
funny ass shit, and so they'll go and click on it.
Yeah.
Like for me, that's what I'll post. Like randomly, I'll post stuff like that I know will get engagement, and
Yeah.
sometimes the video will blow up, and boom, I get a couple of extra subscribers without me having to do anything.
Yeah.
But TikTok is more me, like more personal me. Instagram is like shop and me, and my Facebook is like me. So like I have like different pages. I have like 8 pages on Facebook, and most of them make money, but like some of them get demonetized from time to time, and I'll have to repost on
Oh,
the app.
gotcha.
So, but yeah, Facebook, you make it killing.
Yeah.
So you should post more on Facebook than anything
Yeah.
right now, because they're paying a lot,
Really.
like a lot, like way more than TikTok
Damn.
and probably YouTube combined.
Yeah.
Because like if one video goes viral, that's it. That's at least $1,200 a month. Easy.
One
Back on
video.
Kick.
One video goes viral, $12,000 a month, and it keeps.
What's
going.
viral though? Like to you?
Million.
Okay. Yeah.
I really should need to start doing that.
A million views. Yeah.
Well, that's why I ask. So like I go on TikTok and I ask like people if they post on Facebook, and if they don't, I'll start stealing their content.
You're gonna start stealing my.
You do still content though. I see it on your TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I mean, That's really, you know, all you
Start
really
screen
need to do.
recording.
There was one dude
And you crop it.
that I found on like one couple that I found on YouTube or something. Like I didn't know that they were on Facebook too.
Hey, I hope you don't screen record mine, right?
I don't screen record. I just steal it from with an app.
Oh.
I'll take a 2-hour video and I'll post it on my Facebook and say it was mine. But nah,
Copyright.
not if I'm in there. I'll be like, look, this is me. This is me.
Oh, I should do
This
that.
is me, bro. Like we created this content together.
Oh, that's true, right?
Yeah. So like that's the thing. Like whenever it comes down to like appeals, you can appeal that. But
Yeah.
I got stricken on my YouTube channel for I found some ladies. Oh, it was like a couple, and it was a funny ass video, like her grabbing his nuts or some shit like that. Like it was funny, and I reposted it. And on YouTube, they have this thing where like it recognizes the same content, and she copyright strike me.
Damn.
I was like, what the. Like that's the first time I got copyright stricken.
Strike, yeah.
I think those guys have companies that do that too. No, they just
Nah, it's just that's them. Like you know, obviously, like couple stuff is like more. Like the females are the ones that care more about that shit. Like, oh, how is he making money off my video? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The dudes don't give a shit. Like, but the females do.
Yeah.
You know, so like, it got stricken. I couldn't really do anything about it. But the thing is about YouTube, you get strike, you have 90 days. It'll go away. So that's good. But if you get stricken on like IG or TikTok, that shit don't go away.
Yeah.
So you like 5 strikes, you're done.
Oh, damn.
I don't even know how many strikes I have on IG.
Probably 3.
Probably 4.
Well, 5. Oh, man.
Any last things you want to say?
I'm good.
You good? Let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for tuning in to Go Hard Podcast. Make sure you check out Hosey on TikTok. You make sure you check out Regicide on Facebook and Instagram. What's your YouTube channel?
Tumbado.
Tumbado. Make sure you check out Tumbado. Make sure you check it the merch out. It's tumbado.com.
.net.
.net. Make sure you check it out. Shout out to my co-host Ociel Team Billet for coming through. Make sure you check out Go Hard Podcast. Go ahead.
Let me know what y'all think. See if I did a good job or not.
Yeah, so you can comment down below, see if he's going to be back again as another co-host on another show. Check out Go Hard Podcast on YouTube.
Show.
On YouTube, Spotify, Apple, all the audio platforms. Make sure you check out everything Go Hard. TikTok. Appreciate it. Peace. Boom.